Welcome to The Basement Dweller with your host, Jacob Santoro, a.k.a. your favorite man-child.
Holy shitballs. Did you guys like that as much as I did? What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into the turning. Did I say turding? Yeah. God damn it. Podcast is ruined. Go home. Thank you for tuning in to the Basement Dweller episode 5. This week I am joined by my longtime friend and awesome musician Aaron and my kind of longtime friend and also musician DJ. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing good, man.
Awesome.
Doing well, bro.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you guys on today. I'm sorry for the drive to get here. That must have been
no, it's not that bad.
It was all 101.
Yeah, it was easy.
I guess, dude. I feel so bad. Like, I officially just made the jump, and I was just like, peace out, everyone I've come to know and love. I'm all the way in fucking Chandler now. So I appreciate you guys making the drive to come all the way over here. How's everything been for you guys? COVID life. I haven't seen... Oh, my God. I haven't seen you. Well... I saw you at the old roomie's house, but I mean, seen you. I mean, it was your last show. When was that?
What was that? That was last year in February with Gorod.
Yeah, dude, we actually got to play with Gorod, which was really
fucking
sick.
crazy.
And fucking Arkspire, I think it was
Oh,
on the show.
my God. That's...
Was it that one?
Nah, that wasn't that one. But
No,
still,
Gorod, Wolf King, and Vale and Nath. That's who it was.
Vale and Nath.
Oh, I don't even know who that is. Is that...
Oh, dude, I love them.
Yeah.
Fire. It's fire.
That music... Feeling old, guys. I'm not really into that kind of music anymore. It's just you guys.
It was a phase. You were a poser.
I know. It was. It clearly was just a phase. No, it's so weird. Like, I try. Like, I have my tried and trues. Like, I'll never get over, like Black Dahlia Murder, Whitechapel. But it's really only, like, when I'm, like, doing the most monotonous thing. So, like, driving to get coffee or, like, taking a shower, I'm just listening to just the most heinous shit. But I don't know, man. I just it's not my thing anymore. I tried doing it when I was like working out, but even then, like I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. Like I feel like I'm just going way too into it. So
I think that sometimes as we get older, I think we get ear fatigue from such a thing, and I see why people like stop listening to it or not as much,
Yeah.
So
No, I understand. I mean that's cool. And I mean it's cool. I hear like a lot of like when after high school, I remember hearing like a family member of mine saying, oh, well, it's time to kind of grow up, and I was just like, that has nothing to do with the fucking music I listen to.
100%.
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, not at all.
What a dumb thing.
That's
God, Grandma, you stupid bitch.
Like, it's weird now because while I'm at home and I'm chilling with my fiance, I'm listening to stuff that's mostly like not metal. And I think that's kind of what's helped is I tend not to listen to a lot of like the kind of shit we do.
Yeah.
To avoid copying
Dude,
shit.
for sure.
And then just getting like just fucking ran through the ringer with it, like just overwhelmed. Like lately,
Right.
dude, it's like Bon Iver, fucking Neon Trees and
Yeah,
shit.
same. Yeah, that pretty much.
yeah. No, I was listening to like pop music, synthwave, and
Right.
like lo-fi.
That's interesting that you guys said that to not. Do you guys ever have like a fear that you're blatantly copying someone?
Oh yeah, 100%. We'll come up with a riff and like it's fire. It's too fire.
So just to give some backstory, I totally even forgot to mention, Aaron and DJ are both part of a local Arizona band called the Exiled Martyr. They've been a band since 2013. Wow. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I have never known a local Arizona band to last that fucking long.
We're shocked ourselves, dude.
Right.
Yeah, we do like a check every time. We're like, we still want to do this, right? Yeah, absolutely.
It's like hey, you guys still love me, right?
Yeah.
Like, we're still cool, right? That's fucking crazy, dude. Well, awesome. That's fucking sick. Everything else good? Are you working from home?
Hell, yeah. Listen, when they call me back to the office, they'll have to drag me out the house. 100%.
Fuck yeah.
What's dope is they just announced at my job that like we can work from home permanently, and I've got a husky, so that's a good thing because like when I first got my apartment, dude, she fucking wrecked our blinds. She wrecked the carpet.
Does she do the noises like the?
See, she's quiet as fuck. She doesn't make any sound. She's like Ghost from Game of Thrones because she only, like, Aaron can attest to this. She will only howl if she's excited. Otherwise, she makes no fucking
And it is
sound.
like the softest howl that I've heard.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one.
Dude, I hear some of those. You watch those videos of just like the huskies going berserk.
Screaming.
Dude, they scream for like 20 minutes. It's like,
You a fucking retard or what?
come on, dude. Like, that's fucking crazy. I had one when I was a little kid. That's that right there. That's my dog Harley. But I think if I was my dad, I'm surprised that I kept that dog. Like, that's so fucking loud. How's your Doge going?
Man, it's to the fucking moon.
It's to the.
Let me tell you, man.
Are you investing?
Oh, dude, I'm iffy with shit like that because I got family and finances and stuff. So like,
Man,
I
bro.
haven't done anything myself yet. I'm gonna look into it, but I'm gonna consult with some family.
Are you gonna tell us flat earthing Dogecoiners that we're wrong right now?
Yeah, like, what
Oh
are you
god,
doing?
no, dude. Like working with finance myself outside of shit like this.
Yeah.
This is really cool to see, and just knowing how some stuff works in the backgrounds every so often, it's awesome. It's just we're in such a constant like state of change right now as far as like the economy and money goes as a whole. I'm just kind of excited to see how this whole thing plays out more. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's been blessed because of the fact the GameStop thing. That's
Yeah.
what really set it off. That people were like, "Oh, we can just fucking
We can do this?
We can do this. We don't have to be white collar Wall Street.
Right.
No.
Right.
And so Dogecoin, like that was one my friends put me on, and they were just like, "You should just invest in it." This is back when it was like 3 cents.
Oh wow.
And I was like, okay, I'll throw $15, $20 at it. And I remember like hanging out with a buddy, just drinking at like 2 a.m. And we were just like, I stared at him like, oh, it's at 13. Okay, it's at 25. And I'm like, yo, this is wild. And I've tried to tell people
Right.
constantly.
Yeah, I mean, we're actually trying to get Allie's parents into it, honestly, because, well, I mean, okay, so I did 150 at 6 cents.
Whew.
So, I mean,
You doing well.
last night gave me a fucking panic attack.
That's why I made that post. I was
Bro,
like,
I heard SNL like tank that
Right,
shit.
dude, it
well,
literally,
Elon was just shitty on the SNL
Bro,
apparently.
it's Elon. He's not a comedian.
right, dude, it was so bad. I didn't watch it, but yeah, I mean, okay, I watched like miscellaneous skits.
Yeah.
And it was, I mean, he's Elon Musk though. He's not Ben Affleck.
I didn't expect him to, but I also didn't expect it to tank because I think the thing that made him tank was didn't he say
The whales.
It was like a hustle.
Yeah.
I was like, why would you use that term? The terrible term.
Yeah, that was a horrible term.
Horrible term.
But I was explaining to Allie, I was just like, these are people, she was reading something about how like some dude pulled out and he was positive like $4 or $5 million. And she was like, how does that even happen? I was like, you need to understand that there's a level of success and money that these people do that people like us just can't do.
Yeah.
So it's not crazy to assume there were people who also use Reddit who have access to a shit ton of money.
We're a bunch of apes.
Right, and they just put $100,000 in at 6 cents.
It's like straight up, like going back to like the whole GameStop thing. Like I follow like Wall Street Bets and everything, and there was this guy on there who was just like, yeah, I pulled out all of my 401k and dumped it in GameStop. And this is like before it spiked. Like so, like he was already sitting on
Holy
a
shit.
bunch, and then when it spiked to like 469, like. My man was rolling in it. And it's the same thing with Doge. There was another one that did that too as well, where he just like, I put a bunch in at like 3 or 4 cents. I'm already $1 million deep and it's only at 25 cents.
That's
so he probably cashed out.
That's honestly the goal.
That was probably the drop, was him cashing out.
Right. I mean, for real, dude. I mean, but it's so crazy to think that it's like you're going to the casino.
It's gambling, but it's like free range.
I have no background when it comes to finance or anything like that, so I have no idea how the ups and the downs work. I'm literally just putting money into a metaphorical slot machine and just hoping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
My thing is that I am such a horrible money saver.
Oh, dude,
That
same.
yeah, so like I see, I saw it a day and a half ago. I was almost peaking at 1,400. And I was just like, I want to pull out so bad. But then I remember I'm going to look at myself 30 years from now.
Dollar.
Yeah, I'm considering it. I'm considering the dollar. But then that's my addicted brain where I'm like, if it can go to $1, it can go to $2. It can go to $3, $4.
Well, and the thing is like that we all fear is the Bitcoin thing. That's always been it, because like there's been posts going around where it's like, oh, this gaming convention, it was like $500 for the first place, 300 or 200 for like the second place, and like 150 Bitcoins in 2009.
Right. And but that's a whole shoulda coulda woulda thing. I mean, I feel like all of us either at least were that person or know someone who was in the situation where it's like, oh, I could have bought Bitcoin at $200, you know. But it's just like I'm trying to tell people, it's like you can't expect that.
Well, you can't, but at the same time, like these are also the stories of a guy came to my house and told me to invest in Amazon in like 1999.
Right.
Didn't do it.
Right. Didn't do it.
Hates
right.
himself.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, for
same
sure.
Same thing with Google, Apple,
Right.
everything. Like there's always that. And it's just like you had the chance. And it's like it's been easier than ever with cryptos because cryptos are a new thing.
Right.
Yeah. So
for sure. No, I mean, this goes into, I mean, I've been doing a lot of research. First of all, since COVID, everyone's had just more than enough time on their hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? As you've known, I'm a huge Magic the Gathering player. I mean, since COVID, a lot of this older stuff has just become art pieces and are worth an extraordinary amount of money.
Yes.
I was actually beating myself up because, not to get like too technical about it, but there's just one card. I remember when I was first starting to play this game, I needed it for a deck. I bought 4 of them. And then I bought 2 more just in case. I don't know why, but I bought them for. There were a lot at the time. I was in high school, so I bought them for like $46 a piece. So like that was like my pretty much my savings, you know. 2017, I'm living in California, and it's just fucking expensive to live there. I'm short on rent. Sell it. Now, for the record, that sounds like, you know, you had to do what you had to do. I could have made it work. The point I'm getting to is that in 2021, that card is now worth almost $1,000.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy. So there's this thing called the reserve list, and essentially what that is they're cards from the 90s that will never be reprinted again.
Yes.
So they're like I said, they're art pieces. They just, because there's a more limited supply, because you have to take in consideration, not only are they getting older, but there could be miscellaneous pieces that rip, that just get lost, that get thrown away on accident. You know what I mean? So it's like the most expensive card that was ever made is called the Black Lotus, and it's a card from the original alpha and beta set made in 1993. That card right now, there was a whole joke about it that a signed by the author, by the illustrator, a PSA 10, it's in like the little plastic casing, sold for almost $1 million on eBay.
I can believe it.
Oh, totally.
It's crazy. It's because there was only 1,100 made ever.
Yeah.
And every year that just dwindles because either A, people hoard them, or they just, some mom cleans out the attic.
Yep.
Her son passes away, or they're not on good terms, and he moved out, and it's just gone.
And like people don't know the value of these things because it seems like, oh, it means nothing. Like I think there's a story of like this woman that was like in Australia, and she her son passed away, and he had a bunch of Warhammer figurines.
That's expensive.
And she was gonna sell it. She's like, just give me what I can for it. And she's like, she went to other places, and they were gonna rip her off. It was like $200 or $300 or something. And one of the guys was just like, no, give them to me. I will find something. His whole set was worth like $14,000 to $15,000.
Right.
And it was just like,
that's a good dad.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, it's stuff like that. Where it's like you don't understand the value of these things in those communities.
Yeah.
Right. Same thing with video games.
Right. Oh yeah, dude. I think since COVID, a lot of that stuff has also just exploded because I feel like people don't have anything else to do with their spare time except for waste their money.
Oh, dude, absolutely.
But when you really think about it, are you really wasting money? Because you look at the numbers on collectible memorabilia, and it skyrockets. My uncle owns a Spider-Man 300, first black suit Spider-Man.
Are you kidding?
I'm not kidding.
God damn, dude.
Every year, almost, it seems every day, it goes up and up and up and up. It's crazy. So it's like, I always laugh because, we're all around the same age, so it's like you had the parents or the relatives or the friends of parents or whatever that would just tell you like, it's time to grow up and stuff like that. But now that stuff is earning me money.
I learned that at an early age, and I wish my mom told me this, and I hated her ever since because she told me this. I had, when I was a child, like I was like 6, 7, 8, whatever. I had an original Beanie Baby. Yeah,
the Beanie Baby.
Right, and I'm a kid because I have no thing. But like my mom, one day we were just talking in general, just a casual conversation. She was like, "Hey, that's an original Beanie Baby." I was like, "What does this mean to me?" She's like, "If you kept it in the box, it would have been worth so much money." And I was like, and it haunted me forever ever since.
But as a kid, and this is one thing that I actually had a heated debate on with someone where it's just like, oh, and someone posted something on Twitter that was just like, do you really expect me as a 7-year-old boy to keep this toy in a box? And some dude went on and was just like, yes. I mean, like, and I was just like, shut the fuck up, you stupid virgin. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, so I got a perfect story about that. So this is back when fucking Phantom Menace came out. So this is way back when.
2001 or 2?
I think one or two. Because
Yeah.
my uncle at the time, he's the one who got it. He was a big fucking Darth Maul fan. And he's like, I'm never going to open this figure. So he's got like the Phantom Menace original packaging, Darth Maul, his first appearance.
Wow.
And he was like 16. But that's the thing. I remember being like younger and getting shit. I ripped that open instantaneously.
Yeah,
But
you
he's like, nah, I'm going to save this.
Right.
And he's still holding on
Right.
to it. His wife is like, you can give it to Grayson. He said, nah, I'm not giving it to him.
Dude,
I'm going to hold on to it.
that was my whole thing with like Pokemon cards too. Like when the whole thing blew up about Pokemon cards, I had so many friends that were just like, "Oh, I got all this shit and shit." I was like, "Yeah," and we played them without sleeves. We played them on the fucking
Yes,
pavement.
sir.
You literally threw them in a
they're
box.
not first editions. They're not
Right.
holographic.
Right, they're garbage.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, and so it's like people. I don't know, but so that's the thing is like it kind of goes back to my whole shoulda, coulda, woulda thing, where it's just like there's really no need for you to beat yourself up about it. But if it happened, that'd be great, and that's why I think I was so invested on this Dogecoin because
If it happens,
when it popped, yeah, but when it popped from literally like 0.001 of a penny to 6 cents, I was like just thinking like if I would have put $1,000 in it when it was like that, I mean we're talking fractions of cents.
yes,
That would have been an astronomical pay amount.
you wouldn't even have to wait till $1.
No, I'm good. I'm taking care of. I think some guy said is like I was on my podcast and we were gonna do like my friends almost convinced me to put $1,000 into Dogecoin at like 0.005 cents. If I would have pulled out at 7 cents, I would have been worth $20,000.
Yeah, hey, man,
We're talking cents.
new tax bracket. Like,
Right. It's crazy, dude. And so I think that and it's funny because I always say that we're not like a specific like topic of a podcast.
Yeah.
I think other than one person, I've literally delved into Dogecoin like with every single guest because it's interesting. I think it's a cool part in it's our generation. Like we'll talk about this just like the COVID pandemic. We will talk about this whole fucking GameStop and Dogecoin thing when we're 60 years old. Like, do you remember
dude,
that shit?
absolutely.
If we're still alive and not taken over by Mars overlords or anything like that.
So here's something
I
I
have
actually
some
want.
theories about aliens. I'm pretty sure.
So hold on, I want to talk about this. Got talked about this with my buddy recently. I have the tragic story of my friend. The tragic story of my friend is when the GameStop thing was popping off, right?
Yeah.
So as you know, GameStop popped off. They figured it out. Whatever, short stocking, all that nonsense. But he was one of the first people to tell me, like, hey, get Robinhood, get blah blah blah, whoop de woo, get this. He invested so much money into GameStop before it was ever big, and he was going to the moon.
Right.
It was gorgeous,
Yeah.
right? I was like, man, my buddy did this. He's going to come up,
Yeah. Right.
And then the crash started, and my other friend went to him because they live together, and is like, hey, man, it's still high, but I don't think it's gonna come back up. It's dying.
Yeah.
And he said, diamond hands to the moon.
Diamond hands, baby.
And within a week, my man lost everything. And I remember just sitting outside, and we're just sitting out there. He's in his robe and a cigarette. Just a man in shambles.
Oh
And I look at him, and I was like, bro, why didn't you pull out? And he was like, because I'm an ape.
That's just so unfortunate, dude. It's just like you really do feel like in those times it's like, man, I'm just made of bad luck,
Yep.
But if it works out, it works out. I mean, that's my whole thing. I think that people like you and I, we invested at such a low amount
Yes.
that like it's almost impossible
You-
for me to
you
move
can't
to
lose.
lose money.
Yeah. You either get your money back or you'll get like $50 more.
That's what I was
Whatever.
telling Allie's parents. I was like, worst case scenario, a year from now, if it does tank, I just get my $150 back.
Is it?
What's the issue?
At this point, because I bought it multiple stages. Like I bought it like at 4 cents. I bought it, I think 13. I bought it like 30 or 40.
Sure.
Right. So it's averaging out.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't drop below that,
I would say
I'm
so.
making money. Like,
Well, and then I thought, you said that you kind of, DJ, you have kind of like not necessarily a background, but you're kind of smarter than the average bear when it comes to some finance stuff. My goal was to pull out, and I'm talking like, let's just say hypothetically
did you
speaking.
pull out all of it?
No. I'm saying, let's just say hypothetically speaking, my investment turns to $30,000. I think that's like, I think I did the math and it was like, it goes like $10 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I pull out, let's say 15.
Yeah.
Let's say I do half. And I put that into other things. Would you say that's a better investment than just holding it all in Dogecoin?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Aaron.
I can say this. I can't advise on that because there's certain things you have to have.
Yeah.
For instance, like with my job, I do work with a certain degree of finance. My family, literally fucking all of us, down to my mom, my cousins,
Sure.
all of us are involved in finance. When it comes to things like that, that's definitely a possibility. But the thing is, there's constant motion. So for instance, when I was living with my mom and me and my fiance, she had got one of those Robinhood accounts. She got hit with something because we can't have insider information because that can be considered insider trading.
Yeah.
And what's fucked up is when it comes to the stock market, everything that we're playing in is really only fucking 10% of what is out there. We're not allowed to fuck with anything larger because the trust funds and all those guys, which is shit companies legally do all the time,
Right.
and just take all that shit. We're not allowed to play in that.
Kind of like
sandbox.
because we can. That's like
pretty much.
What you gonna do about it?
That's the fucked up thing, dude. Because like the idea of a trust fund is basically it's what was happening with GameStop, which technically, by the way the stock market's supposed to work, is not legal. That's not how it's.
It is illegal, but what you gonna do about it?
It's
Again,
illegal for us as citizens. It's not illegal for companies to do it, and that's what's so fucked up about it. So like moving your funds around, it's. I know as a family, my mom does a good job of managing stock portfolios for all the younger generation. So going forward, like they're covered for college and shit like that. But she's able to only use so much of that knowledge because they watch everything we do
like a hawk,
like a fucking hawk.
Yeah.
Like, she had to go through some things at work because of us living there and applying for these kind of accounts because they watch these people very closely because you can give out information at any point. Thankfully, none of that ever happened, so we were fine, and like we got all that straightened out. But it's weird. Like we have certain rules when it comes to the stock market and Dogecoin and Bitcoin and all that, but corporations don't. They can do pretty much whatever the fuck they want.
That's annoying.
And it's okay.
Man, I miss the good old days where I was just pretending to not be high at family dinner.
that's the best time.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Oh, dude, every family gathering, like everyone is inebriated to some degree because like
The Thanksgiving walk.
Yeah.
you love your family, but you know, sometimes it's just funner to be around your family when you're all a little giggly.
All right, now I got to ask. We're talking about it. Don't even think about it. Turkey or ham? Thanksgiving dinner, go.
Ham.
Turkey,
Okay. All right. Side dish. We have mac and cheese. We have mashed
and cheese.
potatoes.
mashed potatoes.
All right. Now, you can only choose one: gravy or cranberry sauce.
Gravy.
Cranberry sauce.
Oh,
Dude, are you not on the sweet and
Like,
salty
it's not
train,
even that.
dude?
Like I don't like cranberry. Like, cause I'll get it if it's there. But if I have a choice, I'm picking the
Someone's
gravy.
taste buds sound very
Absolutely
right wing,
gravy
if you ask me.
Especially giblet gravy.
What is that?
It's when you got giblets in the gravy.
What's giblets?
It's like little pieces of like I don't know, like hearts.
So
and stuff.
if I can clarify my answer here, because I'm a vegetarian. So turkey, plant-based
You a
turkey.
fucking retard or what?
Bro,
Wait, what do you mean a plant-based turkey? There's just
What's
turkey.
a plant-based turkey?
so like they take like chickpeas and soy and all this shit, and it runs through like a chemical process.
So none
and
of it's
machine-
turkey.
No, none of it's actually turkey.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I wish that never existed. I want if you are going to my old roommate was just like that too. She's like, I have this tofu chicken and it tastes like the McChickens.
Bruh.
You know what I mean? And I'm thinking like, I want your diet to taste literally miserable if that's how you're gonna fucking be. You don't get to reap both benefits and also make me feel like a douche for
Bro,
enjoying.
but here's the thing, I totally do. It's like it's bad though because like with all that shit, there's so much gluten in it too. And my fiance, she's got
boy.
I don't know if she's got celiacs or she's just got an allergy to gluten.
Okay.
So it's like, cool, we have those substitutes. Oh, why does my stomach want to instantly get all this shit out later? Like I love the Impossible Whopper from Burger King because I'm a burger dude. I love that shit.
Okay.
That shit's out of my system within the next 20 minutes after it's done.
Do you
being
have that too?
What?
As a meat eater? Like do you well not meat eater, but like he's mentioning like
Oh no, I'm a meat eater.
do you have like I was just talking to Robert about this.
Yeah.
And surprisingly also side story, do you know that he's our most popular video?
I don't doubt it. He's
Yeah.
funny.
With no
Yeah.
Rob is funny.
Yeah. So I was talking to him and I was like, do you ever just eat something and literally a minute later you have to go take a shit?
No.
dairy.
I'm built.
Is it?
Listen, I'm built different. Okay, that's my first thing I'm gonna say. The only thing that could possibly give me shits, well, I feel like everyone gets shits from,
Sure.
is coffee.
Coffee?
But that's
Okay.
only if I didn't eat.
Dude, I will eat a full meal. Like literally, we went out for our year anniversary. Me and Allie went to a really cool steakhouse. I almost didn't make it out the door. Like I was just like, I gotta go already.
All right, listen, I'm gonna give you. Listen, I'm gonna give you some facts right now.
Did we be real with me right
I'm
now?
gonna be real with you right now. Because we talked about this at band before. Talked about this band. You know how people shit every day?
Mm-hmm.
Not me. But there's nothing wrong
What
with
was
me.
that?
I don't shit every day.
How often do you shit?
Like every 3 days.
Every 3 days.
So just to be fair, we did address with him that he may be dehydrated.
I am not. I pee
You drink
clear.
water? Drink water?
I pee clear
He does drink a lot of water. He's actually the most.
How long has that been happening?
all my life.
All your life?
Hundy pee. Nope. I just don't do it.
You go days without shitting?
Yeah, dude, poop cycles are fucking
Doesn't
weird.
bother me.
Do you take big poops when it's time to go?
Oh yeah.
So is it like 3 days worth just in one day?
Yeah, but I don't feel it till like the 3rd day, and I'm like, it is time,
That's fucking crazy.
and it's okay.
What about diarrhea?
Don't do it.
Is there like a brown sound,
you're-
like alert? There's a
You're
brrr.
built different, dude.
I'm just built different, bro. I don't get diarrhea. It's
All
all
right.
hard.
Great.
So there's this. It's funny you say that, and I'm so blown away you said that. There is a podcast that I listen to called Your Mom's House, and it's with Tom Segura and his wife Christina P. They're both.
Oh, yeah, I know
comedians.
that one.
You know that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So they have a audio engineer in the booth. His name is what is his name? I forget, but he's another black dude. That guy is notorious. He does not shit for like 11 days.
That's fucked up.
Now,
There-
see
there's
that
something wrong.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
Let me
all
just say,
that.
that's fucking crazy, Aaron. It's interesting, dude. Is all I'm saying.
I'm just throwing it out there. It might be the fried food. It just might be.
What?
Like you constipated?
Oh
No.
What do you eat? Okay, so what is a do you eat breakfast
Yeah.
every day?
Most days.
Most days you eat breakfast.
Yeah.
You would say that you eat breakfast more days than not.
Yeah.
What's your breakfast?
Shh.
On average.
I eat shitty. That's the wild part too.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I was like,
Dude,
I eat shit.
I eat like
a
shit
lot. I
every
eat like a
day, and I
sausage-
have to shit
like
immediately.
a sausage biscuit
Aaron.
from like Starbucks or like.
Okay, have you ever gone to the doctors about it?
No, why would I? I'm fine.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know if you do this part too about black people. We don't like doctors.
Nah.
So like you won't catch me there unless like I am dying.
Wow.
Like, but also like no, I never felt like it was a problem. Like it doesn't. I don't feel hurt inside. My tummy don't be hurting. Like I don't know.
You normal pooping?
Yeah, dude, pretty much. Like the worst is like dairy, like straight dairy. Like I love QT pretzels. Like I have a fucking like crackhead addiction to.
I don't
these
think you
things.
understand. He's undermining what he's saying.
Every fucking practice, I need a
Dairy
pretzel.
Queen pretzels?
No, QT.
Oh,
pretzels.
QT
That's some
pretzels.
high
Shout out to
quality
QT.
shit right
Please
there.
sponsor us.
Yeah, I know.
QT.
Give me money.
But the moment I'm done eating that, like that or any dairy, my stomach's like, get out. Otherwise, I'm chill.
So is that like so that's your guilty pleasure?
Oh God, yeah.
Are you sweets guy?
Oh, dude, I'm a fat kid at heart. Like
Yeah.
I'm a fat kid at heart.
I
I'll
hate
eat like
that-
a whole sleeve of cookies,
EJ
a pint of ice cream.
I hate your people. I'm pushing 2.5 bills right now, and I am also a sweets person, but I hate a under 200 pound. I love sweets. I could eat them all day.
Damn, you want to hate two people?
God, dude. I don't think you guys are ever allowed to come back because I've done nothing but feel bad about myself. I cannot believe that. I never knew that about you.
Yeah.
So for some background, I lived with Aaron 2015.
Yeah, 2015.
About 2015. And I mean, I don't know why your bowel movements would come up, but like, that's one thing I just would have never assumed. Like,
The wild part is like for years I did this, and then it wasn't until like probably until band practice
Yeah.
because our vocalist like he. As we talked about, it's funny. He loves talking about this. Like I was on the toilet, and I'm like, bro, you're on the toilet a lot. He's like, yeah, I poop every day. And
you
I'm
mean
just
every day, like a
Yeah.
normal person?
like for me, I'm like, that's a lot, bro. So like,
Are
he's
you
tell-
on? Okay, last question.
Yeah.
Question. Are you on the toilet for a long time?
Nah, man. I'm like,
Does it just come out?
that's it.
That's it?
It's over.
Wow.
I eat a lot of fiber too.
You're like a Ripley's Believe It or Not.
yeah,
like,
I eat a lot of
biography.
fiber. So when I wipe, sometimes toilet paper's white.
What?
He's built different.
Dude, you're like Kim Jong Un. Like he told his people he didn't even poop or pee.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm trying.
Regular peeing though.
Yeah, regular peeing.
It's like if you're drinking, you'll just pee all night.
Oh yeah, break the seal. I'm a normal person.
But you're saying if we were to go out for drinks and we get food and we're drinking
Yep.
and we get bar food,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
You're only gonna pee,
I'm only gonna pee.
dude. I've had to cancel dates because I was stuck on the toilet, dude. That's fucking crazy,
You ever just rearrange plans? He's like, I'm gonna be here for another 20 minutes.
Couldn't be me.
dude. You're like one of the first people that'll qualify to go to Mars. Like we don't have any toilets yet, and Aaron's just like, sign me up, brother. I don't even need one. Last time I shat was on Earth.
It takes about 2.5 days to get to Mars. Well, you know.
So, but is it okay? So, but it's always 3 days.
Yeah, like 3, sometimes 4, depending on the diet. Depending on diet.
I really
without
think you need to go
shitting.
to a doctor.
What?
I think you need to check it out.
Why?
Dude, that can't be good for you.
Nah, man. Listen. We talked about this in the car about X-Men. Remember how they told them that they was wrong because they was built different?
Yep.
That's how I feel. I'm X-Men.
Aaron's the new X-Men poop man. Anti-poop man.
That's what it is, baby.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
God, you're amazing. God, I almost want like your autograph for that. Meet the man that doesn't shit. That's fucking funny. I kind of want to, transition. You said that you guys, so you started the band in 2013.
Yes, sir.
So who made the first initial reach out? So let me ask you, since you both are here, how did you meet DJ?
I met him in studio recording class at GCC.
Okay, so you were going at the same time when Aaron was going.
Oh, dude, literally what happened is I was going through a real shit time in my life at the time that I met him, and I sat down in my studio engineering class. He's the only other black dude in the class at the moment in time, and I'm rocking my Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast shirt. He's like, nice shirt. I was fucking just shook. I was like, another
What do you think I was
black
gonna
dude
say? Hey,
noticed my
brother, can you move over?
Yeah.
Shit, cuz.
I was like,
100%. Like
bro, I
that's,
was shook.
it's funny.
He starts speaking jive to you, like what the fuck?
It's funny you say that because like that's literally how other friendships have been made.
Yeah.
That we know about.
Yeah.
And so like literally it was like, oh, nice Chelsea Grin shirt. Is he fucking with me?
Right. Right. Are you about to call me an emo kid right now? Like, what the fuck's
and
happening?
I was being dead ass, and that's how we
Wow.
met. And pretty soon, like we were just like started talking about metal, and we became friends.
Wow.
Yeah.
So then what incentivized so in the conversation of music, which I feel like, as musicians, that's just the first thing that comes to mind. So when you talk about that in that conversation, is that when you also bring up, oh, I play the drums and I play guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually how it happened.
So would you say now, I'm not like trying to like put any pressure on it, but like would you say that you guys were the ones that initially made the first contact?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely. If
Yeah,
I
just no pressure.
Okay.
dude,
That's what it
Exiled
is.
would not exist. That's
Nah.
a fact.
You guys we are the band.
Yeah, God.
No, I can say this for a fact. I love this man next to me. He has done so much to push us forward in the last 7 years. But like seriously, he was constantly like, bro, you want to hang out? Come over and play guitar. Come over and play guitar. What songs do you know? He was so hungry for it. And
Right.
I'm thankful that I met him when I did, because literally like a couple weeks after that, we met Alex, and he's this big
So
old-
remind everyone who's Alex.
Alex is our lead guitarist in Exiled. He is the most quiet member.
You actually skipped a step. I'm not gonna
Did
lie.
I skip a step?
You skipped a step. You met Oscar in guitar class.
Oh shit, that's right. Okay. Our former bassist Oscar, he was in my Guitar 1 class, and he and I were chilling out in that class. But the reason I remember Alex is because we were at a party at a friend's house, and I walked in, and there's just this big old portly white dude wearing a Periphery shirt. I'm like, bro, is that
Portly.
a Periphery shirt? Oh, he's got his own just like JoJo era going on about him. That's just
My man's had his stance out.
bro. He had his standout every
Just menacing.
the moment I met him, he had a standout, and literally, like, I was like, bro, I gotta hug you. You're wearing this Periphery shirt. So we hugged, and I spent most that night going back and forth, just chilling out on the patio playing guitar with him. And I was like, bro, I know someone who plays drums. You should come hang out with us. This is gonna be awesome.
Awesome.
And I remember, like, the first time I was gonna go jam with them, I was like, I gotta come up with a riff that doesn't suck.
That's
'Cause
facts.
I was like, dude, this sucks. I'm like, I've been playing nothing but like Kill Switch and Bullet.
Oh
for
yeah,
the last
you
couple of years.
got to bring your A game for sure.
Whoa,
I've definitely
DJ came up with the first riff for the band, and that's the other part. It's like, yeah, like I was gunning for, and actually, no, I take that back. We weren't even gunning for a band. I just wanted to jam because
Right.
we did that cover of Basket Case.
Yes, we did. That's the first song
For-
we
Oh, yeah,
recorded
dude.
together.
Yeah.
That's actually one question I was going to ask you guys was, do you remember your first cover? That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was actually for studio music recording. Like they were like, oh, we need who here plays,
Yeah.
guitar and drums, and we were like us, and we were like, okay, choose a song, and we were like, well, let's pick a song that we like, that's easy, that we can figure out in a week, and it was Basket Case, and so we did that, and like the vibe was right, and we were just like, hey, maybe
Cool,
we
man.
should actually make real music, and so
Yeah.
like we started doing that, hanging out, and same thing, like we actually finally got together, me, Oscar, DJ, and Alex, and DJ was like, I have this riff I've been working on, and that was like one of our first songs that we made, and we wrote our first song in a day.
That's what?
Yes.
In a day.
Dude, that's something that you're gonna talk about in Behind the Music on VH1, dude. It's like like when you have like that pretentious like when it's like I don't know, let's think of a band like Motley Crue hasn't talked in 13 years, and they finally got together, and it's like is it what's his name, Vince Neil?
Yeah.
And he's just like, we just decided to kick a couple tracks back, and just kind of kick it, it's like that's literally like what happened.
That's literally what happened, 100%. Like we were playing the song, we're riffing, and like we were feeling it. And like we have like the bare bones of the song down, right? And we get to a point. This is Alex's first day. Alex's first day hanging out, and we're just like, "Hey, we got these riffs. Let's fucking do this." We start teaching each other riffs. We get through it, and there's a point. I'm just like, "Alex, solo." He said, "No!" And that's the solo that stuck.
That's awesome, dude. Are you So these are Alex and Oscar at the time. Are these new people? So you knew Oscar. And you met Alex.
Yes.
Yeah, we met Alex through a mutual friend, and it's ironic because this friend had told me for years, I have this dude that you would love to hang out with. I'm like, yeah, sure, dude, bring him around.
Right.
And we brought him around to one day, and it was perfect. And then because of Oscar, actually,
Yes.
he had a friend who joined in on vocals. We did have another vocalist at the time, but then he brought in Vic, and Vic was our vocalist for the first album.
So that's what I was gonna ask. So my thing, I have like a little jam band. I actually think we were discussing. I think we do the same practice studio.
Yeah, Francisco off in Encanto.
Francisco.
Yeah, Scaryville.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's
All
terrifying.
the kitties around there.
Right. I've kind of, I play guitar. I took lead. We're a 3-piece right now, and I decided to do vocals just because the music that we make, it's kind of more like psychedelic rock and stuff like that. Kind of easy to do both, but I think the reason why I decided to do that was because kind of like a drummer, I feel like it's really hard to find a dedicated and talented singer, especially in the kind of music that you guys play. So that was going to be my next question. So were you approached by Vic as a vocalist, or did you find him?
Oh, dude, we gave him like the fucking fraternity trial. Like, you better be there. Like, we were fucked up to this kid.
Well, like our first vocalist, he was a good vocalist, but I don't think he was into our music. That's fine. And eventually, we were just like, oh, we don't have a vocalist, and it was we were down bad.
Right, but they're kind of diamonds in the rough with that kind of music. Because let me just say, dude, if you're in high school and you can sing like that, or you can make those yelling noises, man, you fuck. First of all,
100%.
Yeah.
I remember sitting in high school, everybody practicing Bree.
Yeah, even if you didn't like the person, you're like, I need this guy on my band because we need, and just to kind of bring up my old band, I used to be in the band Reflectionless, another local death metal band. It's like when we found Tim, it's like, wrap it up. We got him. Let's bring his ass here. We need it because when will we find another one?
That was Vic. Day one. Vic
dude.
showed up. He was just like, we gave him the lyrics because we already wrote the lyrics for the song, and he nailed it. He just nailed it, and we was like, yep, you're the one. That's it. We remember we sat in the back of Oscar's truck.
We tried to make Vic nervous, though. It was like, all right, we're going to go.
Oh, so you're really testing this guy.
Oh, dude, we were. Like, we had a party that weekend beforehand, and we invited him to the party to hang out with us.
Was that at the house?
No.
No. It was back more on my side of town, and everyone was there except I think even Alex was there for a bit, and then he left early.
Yeah, he showed up.
Yeah, he did show up, and this was the first time we met Vic. We had never met him outside of this, so Oscar brings him to this party, and you better show up to practice tomorrow. You better be ready. Meanwhile, we're all getting drunk.
We got
the fuck.
dumb drunk, and at this point, we're just like, this is the test. He ain't gonna show up.
Yeah,
my man was there.
Wow.
He was there.
We were smashed, and we were just like, all right, let's play. And he just laid it down. We were just like, well, and then we had to do the whole thing. We're like, we got to talk about it. As soon as he left the room,
yeah, we'll let you know.
So fucking sick.
Yeah. Dude, that's how.
Did we let him know right away?
Yeah, dude, that's how it always fucking is too. It's like, yeah, we'll let you know. They close the door, like, oh my god. Yeah, dude, for sure. Man, nothing brings me more joy than just remembering waking up to just a big tile floor kitchen as a practice studio, just upstairs.
Well, it was your room until you moved in.
Yeah. So I guess that's just the price I have to pay. But I remember just, by the time you guys were really getting your footing, my band was falling apart. I got fired from the band, and that was one thing that I talked about in a podcast with Ali. Not to make any names, but one of them kicks out another one, alienates themselves, and we just kind of disbanded. Yep. So it was really cool to see that just never happened with you guys. I mean, especially with, I feel like with a lot of music projects, especially when it's more than one person, I think that you guys would definitely agree that it's definitely the dysfunctional relationship that you choose to maintain.
Yes.
I mean, you guys are all dating essentially.
Basically.
I mean, right. I mean, you spend as much time as you would with a partner with each other, you know. And I just always admired that about you guys. You know, like you guys really stuck to it. And you know, my first, you know, maybe it was me being a tad salty. I was just like, oh, you know, cool first album, guys, been there, done that, you know. But then there was another one. And another one. And now you guys are posting show after show. Now you're talking about touring together. And now you're doing this and this and that. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That's fucking awesome. No, for real. And I mean, I didn't, you know, I wasn't ever going to be like, hey, remember me? I'm the roommate. You're going to take care. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I know.
Yeah, no, I know. But what I'm getting to is that it was so cool that even you talking about the ringer that you put your original singer through, I mean, that shows dedication. I mean, we're all, what, like 20, 21?
Yeah.
You know? Like, I barely...
No. We were like 19 or 20. We couldn't even drink it.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I wrote the first riff at
As
19.
we're all fucked up.
Yeah,
Victor,
we couldn't drink.
Victor wasn't even.
Victor
fucking was 17, dude.
We
He
had
was
to
young as shit.
convince certain locations to let him in because he wasn't 21 yet. Victor was 17 when he joined Exiled.
Oh yeah, I remember the cross on the.
We had to get the cross, but we had to be like, oh, he's 17. Whoa, he can't. Like literally, they almost like as soon as he's done playing, kick him out. Like
Really?
yeah, because he's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the band. I'm sorry.
Oh no. I'm talking about at like the bar shows we were playing. They were like, no, you can't be here. Understandable, but it sucked. But yeah, that's how early it was. Absolutely.
Can I ask? And if this is, you know, mind you, you know, I'm gonna post this and stuff like that, and so this might be maybe a tough question, and if you don't want to answer it just because of who is involved, and you know, I totally get it. We'll move on, but letting go of a band member. It's no secret to me that you guys are not an original 5-piece. You've changed 2 members. So have you ever had to literally fire a bandmate?
I will take this one. We did. I personally did. It was a situation in which we had tried to talk with the person several times, and it just wasn't panning out. And it was kind of just like I was fed up. I wasn't happy with how I handled it. I can say that. Definitely. I've been able to speak with the person afterwards, and it's water under the bridge now.
Okay.
But we've had to do that before. And a lot of it came down to it just doing this, like you mentioned dedication earlier, it does take a lot. And like when you mention a relationship, I laugh because like I joke with these guys all the time. This is the most stable relationship I've had in my entire fucking
Amen,
life.
dude, for real.
It's with
I
like
get it.
3 other dudes.
Oh yeah, I get it for sure.
So like it was a weird thing to split, and I'm glad me and that individual have been able to kind of settle things now.
Good.
Because it was never like an issue personally. It was just like, man, at our points in life, this is not helping you, and I don't want this to hurt you.
But
it would help.
what I assume, I mean, coming from a perspective of knowing you personally, is seeing you every day. I mean, this was your guys' life.
Yeah,
this was your baby. I mean, I saw the dedication. So when you had to do that, was it more of a, I'm doing this because I'm so in love with this project that I don't want it to fail, or did you more consider his own feelings while doing it?
I think it was a bit. I honestly think it was a bit of both because, like, at the end of it, it's like when you're in a band, like everything you do affects for the people's lives. No matter if it's social media, the personal relationships, whatever they're about to do can affect that. And so it was a portion of, hey, what you're doing is not benefiting the band, but also part of it is like, you're also my boy. Yeah. And I can see that you're going through something right now, and this band isn't helping you go through it. So clearly you need to take some time because you can't put in the same amount of dedication that you have before due to what you got to go through, you know?
Right. So you're putting yourself in their shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We don't hate you.
Oh
yeah.
God,
no. Like what we did, what we had to do respectfully.
Right.
You know?
For the sake of the band.
For the sake of for other people's dreams.
Yeah.
We have to let you go. But it's not because we don't like you. We do like you, and we rather we didn't.
Right.
100%.
Right.
I can say that the members that we have split with, though the splits may have not been the way we would like them to be, we have good relationships with those people outside of the band now. Like actually, we got to go see Vic when we went on tour with a fucking I Pariah in Colorado. That was so sick, dude.
Right.
Like he was so excited to see us.
That's
like,
great.
He was happy to hear us play like old shit. He was super stoked.
He's in Colorado, right?
Yeah, he's in Colorado.
That's pretty cool. You guys went to go to Colorado.
Yeah.
So I got to ask. So you guys did how many cities?
like six,
Six.
7.
Was it?
There was one that fell off because we didn't come back to Tucson when we came back.
That was
one got
it was
canceled.
at least
6 or
8. I think it was at least 7 to 8 locations.
Yeah.
A day at a time.
It was.
Day at a time, we had one off day where we got
Dude,
to like just chill out.
That sounds horrible, though.
Are
Are you in a different state every day?
almost?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think except for Tennessee.
All self-funded.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, we did that ourselves.
One van. Wow. Sleep. Okay, I gotta ask.
Shit.
What's the sleeping situation?
Terrible. Let me tell you. Listen. Okay, so this was our mistake. Okay, we originally we were supposed to have a trailer.
Yes.
To carry all of our gear. The trailer fell through. The trailer we were gonna borrow it from another band, and then they were just like, no.
JK.
And that's okay.
Sure.
But the problem
They
was
had
is
their
that
own
we got
shit
the
to do with that weekend.
Right.
Yeah, they had their own shit. But the thing was like, okay, so we had to take out 1 or 2 seats.
We had to take out 2 seats.
We're 8 deep in the van. Yeah. Yeah, we had our merch guy, our photographer,
And a merch guy and a
Yo,
photographer.
Yeah,
like- Jacob, dude, we're literally taking the second seat out, and one of the guys we're on the road with is like, man, I don't know if he's gonna be able to come. You're gonna call him? Like, no, he's
No.
helping fucking run the.
yeah, he's
Right.
gotta come. But yeah, no, we stuffed. Like
Right.
we had to pack the situation so that someone could lay in the back over the gear.
Wow.
Yeah, that was we learned.
We did learn
Did you guys have hotel stays or just the van?
We had
2 of them.
2 hotel stays. One of them was in Arkansas. Terrible time.
I will say this: I made sure I slept in the van almost every night that I could.
Mhm.
Yes, someone had we took turns sleeping in the van.
Just for like security kind of
Yeah,
thing.
Boy, I'm scared.
Right.
We
Especially when
learned
we
that
went to
from
St.
Bob.
Louis.
Shit, Metallica wrote a song about how
Dude,
all their shit got stolen.
Fucking St. Louis, we get to see your sister. It's a
Oh
good
my
time. We're
God.
hanging out with the bands. It's cool.
Oh, you have family in St. Louis.
Well, no, Chicago. She actually came down from Chicago to come and
Oh,
to
wow.
our show.
Yeah, it was so sick.
But we were in St. Louis, and St. Louis is notorious for stealing gear. So every 2 seconds we're like looking at the van, you know.
Yeah.
It was wild because like it was a great time. Like we
Oh, yeah.
enjoyed ourselves. It was fun. Loved it. Right.
Yeah.
But as we're packing up for the night and everything, we're taking a picture outside. You know, hey, what's up? Gunshots. And we're just like,
fuck.
all right, let's get out of St. Louis.
Wow.
Yeah, that was one time, and then our current bassist, Michael. I love Mike to death.
Oh, you're talking about when we almost died?
Oh, not when we almost died.
Oh,
when he left
shit.
his bass. We almost died twice.
Oh, in
So
Denver.
So I gotta ask. So you're on the road. How many hours deep until he realized he forgot his bass?
Oh no, thankfully it was like
20 minutes.
Oh,
20
okay.
minutes. We
Okay.
were like, stop, call the place, went back and got it. Thankfully.
Because you guys are still. I mean, not to discredit you in any way, but I mean, you guys are still. This isn't. You're not flying to fucking Tokyo. You're in a van together. So I assume you don't really have a lot of backup shit.
I
No.
had one backup guitar. I think both.
Alex
all the
had
guitarists,
his.
all the guitarists on the road, and I think the bassist all had like one backup.
Me and Josh shared a kit.
Wow.
We shared
So
a
you're
kit.
touring with another band.
This
Oh,
was
yeah.
iPariah.
Okay.
Love those boys.
Okay.
We decided that, you know, you would carry your own gear. I think
We shared their cabs, but we took our personal heads with us.
Okay.
to make less room. And then I carried my own snare, kick drum, and pedals. But I used his toms and everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like, and again, no need to disclose it, but with the kind of way that you're traveling, obviously you guys don't. I don't know if you guys do have management. Do you have management?
We did
At
at
the time, we did.
Okay,
did, yeah.
so right now you have no management. Hit them up, make them money. So it's your accommodations aren't pretty stellar. So
Oh yeah, we winging it.
right.
Shout out to Stephen Poff.
So yeah, to Poff, and then Anthony actually had a friend. So Anthony's our current vocalist. He had a friend
Lovely guy.
who lended us a tent, and that was probably one of my favorite nights.
Oh,
my
yeah.
god,
What,
dude! This
in
12-person
Illinois?
tent- No, it was in fucking New Mexico because we didn't want to stay on the
Oh,
res
right, and then-
because the fucking Wendigos.
Yeah, we didn't want to say. We literally drove outside the res because we was like Wendigos and not
my
Wendigos,
God.
fucking
Skinwalkers.
And we were
They
like,
told
fuck
us
that.
to leave. They're like, yeah, we love you guys. They even had us play an encore that was cool. We got to check with the bride.
It's
Like,
a fun
yeah,
time.
play one more song. And then like it started to get dark. Like, you guys should leave. We're like,
Oh.
oh no, we love you.
just don't stay out here when it gets dark. I'm like, okay, get in the fucking van.
Yeah, we get in the fucking van, and we like drove out to the middle of nowhere, and we're like sleeping on the side like of a highway. By the way, don't recommend.
Right, but you know what? You do it because you love it.
You do it because you love it.
And you wouldn't change a damn thing.
Illinois was a fun time to sleep in because Illinois was nice because it was, granted, it was summer, it was still humid, but it was by a lake.
Yep.
So, or not lake, a pond, whatever the fuck.
A whole day of traveling, then you have to do a fucking set, dude.
Oh, what was our longest day?
Texas.
Oh God.
What was that? It has to be 10, 11 hours on the road.
From Tennessee to Texas.
Like 14 hours.
14-hour drive, and then
it was straight back to Arizona from Texas. From
Wowie.
Yeah, that shit sucked.
One last question before we go to break here, because you know, and if this is too much, you know, I'm gonna keep asking that just because I don't know what it's like to be you guys. I literally stopped and ended my music career, and pretty much after high school. I jam, but you know that's pretty much all it goes to. But you guys can't be making that much money.
Dude, we play death metal. What the fuck?
Right.
We are niche genre, but no, you're right. We don't make enough money
to accommodate a hotel stay every night.
Nope.
So I can't imagine. So I mean, even what you did get paid, I feel like most of that trip was out of your own pockets.
So
we broke even.
We broke even, and I can say that the time leading up to that, we had a lot of friends and fans who would send us money and stuff just for food and whatever. Like when we were at the sandwich shop, we actually had someone send us money for food. That was fucking awesome.
That's awesome.
I believe that was Raven, actually. So shout outs to Raven. Thank you so much for that.
Shouts out and know her too.
But honestly, dude, it's been super cool because like when we go to shows and sell t-shirts and stuff, yeah, a lot of it is out of pocket. Like we paid for the van out of pocket, but honestly, I'd rather not do anything else than like sleep in the van, smell like balls,
Fuck
wake
yeah,
up,
dude.
15 minutes, play my set, and have a good fucking time.
Because at the end of the day, when we were doing everything and having to sleep in vans and it was terrible times, bad accommodations, whatever have you, like those kids in Tennessee,
dude,
that drove 2 hours to come see us play.
Right.
This story,
I'm a gangster.
I don't shit for 3 days. I don't let go of nothing.
100%. I teared up a little bit when because I remember when the kid walked in, like we're talking about like 15, 16-year-old kid.
Sure.
And he walks in with one of our shirts, and at first I'm like, where you get that shirt, bro?
Right.
Because I think he stole it.
Right.
I'm like, he stole it from her. But he was like, no, I bought it online. I heard you guys were playing. My dad drove me 2 hours to come watch you guys play.
Because you've been there. You understand. Like,
It was but I never thought that would be me on the other side.
Oh, dude. And like that show, I can say, despite that being realistically, that was the roughest fucking show because sound check didn't go great.
Mm-hmm.
My guitar was fucking out of tune because the moisture fucked up my neck. Our bassist didn't get a full check on his rig, so it was sounding like shit. Anthony's mic went out, so at one point he's just screaming
at the crowd.
Wow.
And like he's smashing shit. He's got blood on his knuckles. That was the worst set of my entire career.
One of my favorite pictures of all time actually is with him throwing up into that trash can. Hilarious. That's some G.G. Allen shit right there, dude.
Right?
Worst set of my entire fucking career, and I was so pissed when I got off stage. I was livid. Like you could see
I remember,
he stopped
dude.
me in the parking lot. He's like, none of that. He's like, those kids there are here to see us. And I remember because the kid talked to us after. He's like, my 2 friends didn't think you guys were that great, but they just watched your set, and he's like, they're blown away, and like they're starting to write.
Oh, you guys are phenomenal live. I mean, to this day, I mean,
we fucked up the first 2 songs. My
but it
guitar
don't
went
matter.
out,
I mean,
but
all of you have the stage presence of just it's so good, and that was one thing that even my friends, my parents, I've showed my parents your music. You know what I mean? Where it's just like live shows locally. Usually, I'm just like, yeah, man, that was cool. I get literal goosebumps seeing you guys. I mean, all of you out there clearly. I mean, like you're it's a 5-piece band. You clearly act like you want to be there. Mm-hmm. You're there for your friends. You're coming outside. You have a drink with your buddies. After you did a whole fucking set, you guys are goofballs outside, and you're goofballs inside of it too. Like you guys don't change, and I think that's pretty fucking sweet.
Hell yeah,
dude. It's weird to think about like some of the complex shit that comes out of his brain rhythmically.
Oh yeah.
Versus some of the conversations he and I will have about comic book shit for hours. But he's like, all right, this fucked up rhythm. Like, we got a new song. And I'm like, I fucking hate you guys. But I love it because of him and Alex, I've grown as a musician because they've challenged me to get better.
Right. That's awesome, dude. Good job, guys. Honestly, I honestly, we're not done here. I just want to take a quick break. But I really I wish the best for you guys. You know what I mean?
Thanks, man.
I mean,
Thank
I've
you,
known you guys for a long time. At least my maturing life. You know, we've had parties together. I jumped over a bonfire, almost died.
Holy shit, that was the function. Oh my god.
That was the party. That was the party that I said if I saw he who will not be named, I'll fucking murder him.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bro,
dude.
is that the same one with Matt Nato getting his name,
Oh,
his nomenclature?
That was the fight.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
right,
yeah.
Matt got his fucking name. His
Fight
title.
broke out. Things were drawn. It was wild.
Party on.
Uh,
Let's take a quick break.
And now more of the Basement Dweller.
God damn, DJ, not every white person's the same. God, anyways, so we're back. Sorry about that.
The mayonnaise thing is a thing we really had to discuss.
That was Delusions of the
Contrite.
Contrite.
Yes.
What a name.
Yeah.
Death metal music has the coolest names, dude.
Dude, I feel like I hate saying this because I feel like I sound like a tryhard, but ever since I've gotten a better vocabulary because of metal lyrics. I was like,
Seriously.
what the fuck does that mean?
Who writes like does Anthony do the lyrics and the song names?
It's a combination of a teamwork method, actually. So it depends. Really, a lot of the time is Anthony will come in with an idea, and then we'll spitball some things around it. So sometimes he'll spearhead a whole song, and then other times Aaron's actually. Here's something people don't know: is Aaron's very responsible for a lot of the lyrics in Exiled.
Okay.
Even from Stagnant, that was a big thing about helping our voice and sound. And we've always been a very collaborative kind of group. Like anytime I come up with a riff or anything like that, I show it to Alex, and he has this way of composition about him.
Sure.
So he's able, like, all right, so what's our style, and how do I make that work?
Mm-hmm.
And we've always tried to make it a very collaborative process when it comes to songwriting. So people don't feel like, all right, well, I'm not contributing, or maybe I just wrote this riff or whatever. Because sometimes you're gonna get perspectives that we can't see. Like, fuck, even Mike comes up with some great lines once in a while. And
Okay.
Alex like, oh shit, dude, that was solid.
So do you guys do it together?
Yeah.
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 That's pretty sweet.
A lot of it is Anthony and stuff too. Like Anthony does like write a lot of lyrics for us and everything because he's a fucking vocalist. That's what he does.
Right.
But yeah, like whenever like there are some times when Anthony was just like, hey, like I'm stuck here. What you got? I'm like, I got you, bro.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
I'm the worst lyric writer, and not to bash my fellow bandmates. It's like I'm not really getting much help. I'm a super senior, and I failed English to be a super senior. So there's the first.
AP English, son.
I didn't even have to take Ames when I came here, bro.
Because I'm a stud.
Come on, dude. Come on, dog. You think you're just better than me?
That's right.
All right. This was one thing that we were talking about before we started recording. Mortal Kombat. I want to talk about it. Okay. Are you prepared?
It's gonna be a lot of DJ talking.
So, okay. So then I assume, just like DJ, I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. Followed the story. I read the comic books. You know, I know all about it, and stuff like that. One thing that you pointed out to me was that you felt like, unless I misinterpreted it, you said that it lacked character development. And I want you to speak your piece before I rebuttal.
Okay.
All right, too late.
So MK, out of all series, man, like I'm a big fucking nerd. Anyone who knows me personally, I'm really just a nerd in a metal band. I'm not.
I think that's most metal bands.
Oh, yeah. So that was the first series I've ever geeked out on, and so I've always been a fan of writing and stories and how things are progressed and everything. So my issue with MK is they made it a point to say, we're introducing this new character because it's to help introduce people to the world. And that's just a sign of Hollywood really not having any confidence in its audience. Captain America's shield doesn't fucking obey gravity at all.
Right.
But like, we got to explain how Liu Kang does this shit. No, we fucking
We don't.
We actually don't. The whole thing with the special forces, like the movie it's a 6 out of 10 for me because there's obviously passion there.
I'm sorry, you said it was a 6 out of 10?
6 out of 10.
Okay.
6 out of 10 because there's passion there. They appreciate some parts of the characters, but like me personally, I'm not a huge Melina fan.
How the fuck are you gonna bring in Shao Kahn's daughter, the next Khan of Outworld, Katana's fucking sister, give her barely any lines of dialogue, but Cole, I'm a piece of fucking wood and my powers literally plot fucking armor.
And I killed the champion.
You're gonna give Cole's fucking
Okay.
boxing MMA guy more lines in the film than Melina. All you had to do, and here's the problem with all the Outworld characters, none of them seem threatening. As like a first-time audience, like I tried to like take myself out of it. I'll say this out loud. I'm a Shaolin fan for the fucking White Lotus all day. Kung Lao, Liu
Amen,
Kang,
brother.
that's how we
Yeah.
do.
That's right, baby.
But we got no introduction to how these
Or Raicho
characters-
main right here. I get it, bud.
Raicho, I have issues with him, but I respect him for teaching my boys. That's the thing. Like, we didn't get any instances. It's okay to have jobber characters, and I'm probably gonna get some hate from the MK community about this. Raiko is a fucking jobber. He's been a jobber since
Facts.
day one.
Facts.
Reptile could be, but he has story
Oh, they did
content.
my boy
whoa,
so
whoa,
dirty.
whoa.
They
That-
did my boy
could be.
so dirty.
Could be.
We talked about this. That's possibly not even Reptile.
That's possibly not even Reptile, except they call him by his actual in-canon name, which makes me fucking like, okay, they'll bring him back. But Melina as a character is too important to Outworld as a whole and all of the MK2 tournament. And the problem is WB made Cole Young a studio mandate. And the reason we have no fear or like, oh shit, these Outworld characters can actually do anything,
Sure.
is there's not jobbers for them to kill. All you had to do was a 2-minute scene of Melina fucking ripping somebody apart.
Oh, yeah.
Reiko crushing someone's head in.
Dude, can we talk about that? Spoiler alert. Can we talk about that Kung Lao fatality?
So the Kung Lao
Blessed.
thing, bro,
that shit was blessed.
Gnarly.
big nut. Big fucking Giannis Michaels style nut.
I also don't give a shit about what's her name. What was the chick that he ripped in half?
Natara.
Natara.
She's
What was she in? Deadly Alliance?
She's her first appearance is MK Deadly,
Deadly
Alliance,
Alliance.
and on the Game Boy.
So
port.
much
That's
hotter in
also a
Deadly
jobber.
Alliance.
Fucking Kelly.
Deadly
so-
Alliance was dope, but
I used to think she was so hot when I had Deadly Alliance for the GameCube. Oh, dude, she looked so hot. Dude, that was the one that in Deadly Alliance they also added jiggle physics.
yes, they did.
Dude, it was so
Is there?
boobies. My mom would be like, "Hey, dinner's ready." I'll be like, "I'll be right out." I'm like just literally moving Melina back and forth.
It's in practice.
Just all the
Yeah, dude. So here's what I wanted to say about that, and you know, this might be a very just, I guess, just caveman aspect of it. I like the original Mortal Kombat movies.
95 is gold.
Yeah, they're great movies. But here's the way I look at it. I look at the I coming from I'm a huge fan of the games, in the comics, you know, in the story. I kind of treat those movies like a WWE match.
Thank
should be.
you.
Where so the way that I look at it is that yes, there's so much depth that you can get into, but I think at the bare bones of it, Mortal Kombat is a movie about fighting people.
Well, yeah.
I feel like if you want to water it down, yeah.
Sure,
Let me-
but
hold on. Let me get in on this
All
real
right.
quick because
Get in.
I'm glad you brought that up. It's important.
right.
How you gonna have Mortal Kombat with no tournament?
Okay, yes. Okay, but I think
Also,
that
how are you going to kill the champion for the last 500
There-
years by a
the
fucking
only-
Okay.
random
You
dude?
saw the best fight in the movie at the beginning.
Okay. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I don't know, dude,
think
that Jack Sub-Zero fight.
That was.
that was pretty rad.
Jackson Sub-Zero is pretty sick.
I mean,
He was like, I did 3 tours in Iraq. He's like, I don't give a fuck. What the fuck?
he's like, I'm gonna unmack your ass, boy.
Yeah. so, but here's my whole thing is that they've obviously hinted at a second movie.
I will speak on that in a moment.
Okay. So I think that this was just to test the waters to see where they could go with it. I don't watch a Mortal Kombat movie for subject matter.
So there's 2 different types of fans, and I've learned this term, and I'm shout out Jeremy Johns right now because I love that man. There's gore over lore and lore over gore fans.
Oh, for sure.
When it comes to Mortal Kombat.
Absolutely.
I feel like it's sad because I don't want anyone who feels like they enjoyed the movie just on the base level. Cool, I saw a bicycle kick, I saw the fatalities. That's awesome.
Right.
I'm excited that you guys enjoyed that, and don't get me wrong, I love that. But the truth is, from a script writing perspective, Cole brings nothing to the story.
Well, I'm sorry that Hunter S. Thompson didn't direct Mortal Kombat DJ.
Well,
No,
Hey,
dude, even
no.
John Tobias said,
No,
like,
hold
dude,
on.
you remove. Here's the thing: you remove Cole, we actually get character development.
I am
for
a
the
little
rest of the
annoyed.
characters.
I am a little annoyed that they added a new
and that
character.
was a studio
Wait.
mandate. They forced him in, and I said this from the minute they announced him. I'm like, he's Mortal Kombat Alice, because Liu Kang's not the chosen one. He's not going to be Shao Kahn. They've already said Liu Kang is not our leader. It's Cole Young. He's going to kill everyone going forward. And basically, all our
Trash.
characters don't mean
yeah,
trash.
you know,
Let
can
me
I be
tell you,
honest?
hold
Can
on,
I- go ahead.
No, I was gonna say about like the whole Cole Young fight. Like, first of all, Cole was a trash character. Yes, he's a box of wood. He didn't even have hands.
And
That's
here's
what
the
bothers me.
thing.
Like,
Yeah,
if
dude, he was
if
kind of shitty the
If
whole
he had
movie.
hands, I'd be like, all right, man, got hands.
He
though.
was a shitty MMA fighter.
Let me
He was
say
bad.
this.
And you're gonna tell me that he just beats Goro?
Right. And
Yeah,
let me
Goro,
say this.
4 arms.
Goro.
Yeah.
Louis Tan, the actor, he's a cool dude.
Oh, great
he's
guy.
a great guy.
Yeah.
They gave him a shitty script.
I
Greg
agree.
Russo said when he talked about the script initially, Cole was already a mandate. Liu Kang could not be the lead.
You hate to
Johnny
see it.
Cage could not be involved.
Hate to see it.
There's a lot of stuff that Warner Brothers was like, we don't want this because that's not going to
See, I
sell.
didn't know any of that.
Yeah, dude. Like I'm a hyper nerd. This is my shit. This is my bread and
Told you,
butter.
don't talk
There's
to him.
all these tingles running up and down my nipples.
Pretty much. Anytime something came out about the movie, but like it was sad because I could see the director and everybody behind it had passion about the characters, but when it comes to scripts like that, dude, you can't get everything you want in. So what we got at the end of the day was the closest to MK.
So-
But no.
Russo
But
could
like,
do.
okay, first of all, listen. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Well, I'm about to switch a little bit, but go ahead.
Okay, so two things I want to get. I'm going to start with a statement and then a question. The statement that I have is, I just feel like I'm trying to articulate like Cole Young's character in that movie didn't feel important until the end of the movie. Number one. Number two, for a split second, because when he got his thing, you know, his whole like whatever, I guess you'd call it your quirk, you know, and I saw like the tonfuzz, I was like, are they gonna make him? I thought that was gonna be Striker for a second.
Yo, if he was
like for
Stryker-
a second, I was like, dude, well, because that's what I was waiting.
That
I
would
was
be
like,
the worst
that
thing
would be
they could've
the
brought.
worst.
I would
Because I saw because you see Cabal, and I was like,
That was
I was
hype
waiting.
also.
I was literally waiting for them to be like, Cole Young is a ex cop. I'm like, here we go, Striker, the
Cabal
worst,
is wearing
stupidest
Stryker's
character.
badge in the movie, right?
Listen,
right,
This
yeah.
is not the time to bring out Striker.
Right. Yeah. This is
No.
yeah. That's a very good point.
Striker.
All right. So
He had
here's
a fatality called police brutality, bro. This is not the fucking time.
oh my god, dude! I remember that shit in MK9, dude. I remember his fucking X-ray, dude. When he puts the light out, it's like, oh my god. No, but the question I was gonna ask is, okay, do you think that it should have been a television series?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I will tell you
Yes.
this right now, dude. I have literally I'm one of those nerds. It's like I got fan fiction. I've laid this out. I have laid this out. You still do the Sub-Zero Scorpion thing. Next you talk about how Earthrealms failed for a bunch. Oh shit, Kung Lao died. Hanzo, help us out. Fuck y'all. I'm helping out the Shiryu. Hanzo dies. We get fucked for the next 8 tournaments. Liu Kang and Kung Lao are available. We gotta gather the other combatants. What other combatants? Episode 2, 3, 4, whatever the fuck, Sonya and Jax, Johnny Cage, boom, get to the tournament. You wrap up the first tournament in the first fucking 8 episodes. Then you do the invasion of the Wuxi Academy. and
On
it
season
starts
2.
In season 2. It's fucking easy, and this
Give
is
me,
what bothers me.
give me a flashback to training between Kung Lao
Exactly.
and Liu Kang. Show me Bo Raicho.
Yeah.
Show me
Explain why Bo Raicho's been training Earthrealms champions, because he's an Outworld defector. He
Right.
came from Outworld.
He's a big old drunk, just like me. I love him.
Either-
What were you gonna say, Aaron?
I was gonna switch up because I was like, let's talk about the good things, because we always talk about the bad things. It's all I see online. I'm like, let's talk about the good things.
Sure.
Kano.
Oh yeah, perfect.
That was a perfect Kano.
Perfect. I think that was perfect.
That he stole the movie.
yeah.
I've never liked Kano as a character, and it was weird for me to say, like, the first thing about a Mortal Kombat movie was, I like Kano.
Right. And I think that it's cool because you instantly see the, I guess you would call the anti-chemistry between him and Sonya, because that is a canon thing. And that's why in Deadly Alliance you see that he has the necklace of Sonya's hair. You know what I mean? So I think that they were going in the right direction, but it almost seemed like if you had a bunch of kids in a room and it's 3:30 in the morning at a sleepover and you said, you know what would be cool if we did a Mortal Kombat movie and this is what happens and then this is going to happen and then we show Kano and then, you know what I'm thinking? Maybe Reptile's not going to be a real like ninja, part of the ninja clan, but maybe he's like an actual like beast. You know what I mean? I just feel like you're paid too much money to have the character design that you did, but go ahead.
He does transform in MK5 because the
Thank you. I was about to say,
Naga
like,
thing.
there is a time when Reptile is that, which also makes it weird, because it's like, so is that Reptile or just
Another Saurian.
yeah? But So like, but back to thinking, like, yes, like Kano was definitely the one where it was like, all right, this man's killing it right now. The acting is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm sad about?
What?
Is the original Shang Tsung dead?
No, Kerry Tagawa is still alive.
Kerry Tagawa.
He did motion capture and voicing.
My
for
man is
MK11.
Shang Tsung in the fucking game.
But that's what I'm saying. Why did they not make him? Is there a Warner Brothers thing with that? Because Warner Brothers made the first Mortal Kombat movies, right?
Did. So here's something that's really interesting. If you followed the MK community for a long time, even the competitive community,
Sure.
Ed Boon and everybody who actually works on Mortal Kombat didn't say a fucking thing about the movie until it came out.
Wild.
They never said a goddamn
wild.
thing.
I'll tell you
because they had issues with it.
First thing, that get over here wasn't Ed Boon.
I understand because it's Hiroka Sanada. It was in his initial tone and everything. And something that was super weird about the end of the movie, I know this is a bad point, but like, how does Cole understand Japanese?
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was really thinking that too.
straight
Like,
up in
dude,
his
no,
heart.
you know what? Dead ass.
'Cause
I
that's
legitimately thought
ancestor.
like he might as well like Scorpion might as well just been like a boopity doopity boo boo, and he was just like, okay.
On God.
Yeah, that's what I, honestly, dude, I thought that's what he was saying. Like, can you imagine? Like the way I look at it is that I'm a white dude with Hispanic background, and maybe the right person might think that I am Hispanic, but I feel like if someone were to talk to me in Spanish, I'd just be like, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Like he could have just been like, I will come back to kill the family. All right, Grandpa. Like, you know what I mean? Like he just
all right. So I'll talk about good things and not bad things. I can tear apart this movie all day.
Exactly.
I did appreciate Kung Lao's actor. So something that's super cool. Max Wang. He is a first-time actor.
Max Wang.
He's
I like that a lot.
He's a techno musician too. That's his first legit acting role, but he used to train. He was a stunt guy in a bunch of old Jackie Chan films.
Yeah.
So that's
Really?
why
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
Dude, so
That's
he's
cool.
That's why I was so hyped about this movie. Is a lot of them. It's fucked up. A lot of the Asian characters are actual martial artists,
Yeah.
like Joe Taslim, Ludi Lin,
Yeah.
fucking Max Wang. All of them have legit training, and then some of the other actors went in to get awesome training too. So like, it bums me out because I don't want to spoil the film for anyone here. Kung Lao's not in the movie a long time,
Right.
But he kills it the entire time he's fucking on
Man, we
screen.
talked about it. If you didn't know, because you watched
Yeah,
the
I mean, I said,
preview-
for the record, I said spoiler alert. So, I mean,
no, fuck.
Yeah.
You're like, well, like fuck that. Like we talked about it too. It's like if you watch the fucking preview for it, you know he's not in the movie.
Oh no, they fucking made it obvious. The trailer tells you the whole fucking movie, and I called out the producer on this shit on Twitter because he fucking that scene.
my man's reached out on Twitter.
You
and
don't
was like,
understand
hey,
you don't
dickhead.
understand.
how much
This
this
is
man
my
loves
shit.
it.
Like, there's that scene where Liu Kang's like, oh, and he's got his fucking headband. I'm like, that's from Kung Lao's hat. And my fiance at the time's like, baby, no, you're looking. I'm like, that's from fucking Kung Lao's
I'm not
hat.
reaching.
He doesn't have it any other time in the film. He only has it later. This is later on in Outworld, and his costume looks burned. He's been fighting.
So
that's Kung Lao's.
So wait,
fucking
so hold on.
bandana.
So talk about more good things. Like to hold off on that. So good things more. I said this before, and I still stick with it. That you saw the best fight in the first part of the film.
Yeah.
Scorpion versus Sub-Zero is the best fight.
And that's not a spoiler because HBO released
7
the
minutes.
first 7 minutes.
Yeah,
So.
like that fight was fire. And also, can we talk about the justice of the spear?
The spear was done well.
Because that shit pissed me off in the first
Why the
Mortal
fuck
Kombat.
does it have a mouth?
Comes out of his hand. I'm like, that shit's dumb. I'm like,
Oh,
no.
yeah, I remember
when he's
that.
swinging
Yeah.
when he's swinging around his elbow, I was like, yeah, that's how you.
I just
want
want to see Johnny Cage punch Goro in the balls.
You will not. So like,
And that's the thing with Johnny Cage is like there's all these rumors. Like, dude, I'm gonna tell you like right now, the MK community does not fucking like Cole Young. The whole pitch from the entire MK leaks Reddit is how do we kill Cole Young in the first 20 minutes to give his marking to Johnny?
when is he gonna actually get hands?
Right.
I just feel like he was such a waste, dude.
But
He was
let's talk about good things. Good things.
brutality.
Brutalities were fantastic. I actually
Cabal. Period.
Cabal was sick.
Cabal looked
Cabal. Period. That was a
fantastic.
nice surprise. I did
Shang
not
Tsung
expect
looked
that.
good too. I think he looked good.
Shang Tsung.
Looked
It's
good. I
hard
wish
to
we got
top
more.
original. Shang
What is
Tsung.
up? Hold on, let me just say, what is up with that fucking great value Shao Kahn?
It's not Shao Kahn.
Okay, but
It's,
to the average Mortal Kombat fan, that definitely
it was
looks
a
like,
mistake in casting. Nathan Jones should have been Khan, not Reiko. And that statue was like, oh, check out what we're doing. But it's like, okay, here's the problem. You guys have already established certain events. Nightwolf has fought in a tournament.
Yeah.
Kotal Khan has fought in a tournament.
Yeah.
Katana's fought in a tournament because we see her fucking
We see her
fan.
blades. Yeah, we see the blades.
So what's happened so far? So like
Right.
they fucked around with their own continuity and it kind of hurt them in some
Yeah.
ways. But as a normal fan, I love seeing the bicycle kick.
That was amazing.
Well, listen, you can't have Liu Kang without no bicycle.
Can I say my favorite scene? I love the scene where he's training Kano, and he's doing the low
leg
kick,
sweep?
the
He
leg sweep.
sweeps, yeah.
He spams it, and Kano jumps like in Mortal Kombat, where it's like it's not even a natural jump. He's just like, hey, you know what I mean? Like,
And still,
hilarious. I love that. I love that they said things like, like finish him, and like, you know what I mean? Get like, you wait for the get over here. It's
I felt like the Kano wins was natural. The flawless victory was not.
yeah.
Flawless victory made no sense because that's not who killed Kung Lao.
Yeah, so it was like, chill, young man. Like,
Like I get it too, and I'm like, all right, Ludi Lin, if you ever hear this, bro, I love you. I'm loving the workout tips from the Vegan King from MK. I do.
The Vegan King.
But bro, like you are the champion. Don't let Cole steal your spotlight.
also, like, it's so hard because like there was a lot of bad things. So it's like I'm really trying to stick to it. But let's face it,
Costumes were sick. I can say that.
costumes were sick. Again, spoiler alert. Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero turning into Bihan straight at the end with the black suit.
With the
I'm
black
like,
suit,
oh,
I'm
it's
like,
coming.
oh
It's
my
coming.
god,
So
dude.
like that shit was based. Then Sub-Zero's X-ray.
Yes.
Yeah.
They gave us a Sub-Zero X-ray, and I was like, hot. They took out the sound and everything. I was like,
Oh yeah, it would do like that. Yeah.
I'm like, yes. Like,
Amazing, dude.
so that was hype. Only thing I wish, like, I know they did the famous Scorpion fatality, but like I said this before, I wish they did is NKX, the one where he chops off the head,
Yeah.
the head flies in the air, and he spears the head. That would have been hot.
That would have been hot.
That would have been hot.
I also I've heard so here's the weird thing. The movie we got and Warner Brothers, I kind of don't care if y'all hear this because you fuck up everything.
You fuck up.
Everything.
Wow, now Warner Bros. Will be like, hey, are you the basement dweller? Listen, we're suing you.
Sues for slander.
This is not defamation.
Hey,
but
are you the guy with less than 50 subscribers on YouTube? Yeah, I'm gonna fuck your world up now.
Fucking get
So-
it.
What are you, Nintendo?
there was additional footage shot for this film. Like this is a cut down version.
Yeah.
The original film
Yeah.
is supposed
Clearly.
to be 2 hours long.
That's probably gonna be
Lin
this
talked
podcast.
about-
I want to keep talking, so let's go.
Ludi Lin talked about how a lot of the fight scenes that they shot, we didn't even see all the fight scenes. A gripe I have at the end is the fight scenes were too quick. I wanted,
fuck yeah.
I wanted
Yeah.
legit 2-minute bouts between
Right.
each character.
Yeah, that little mini tournament was kind of whack.
No, yeah,
You know what's crazy too is how did they not? We see
How did
we
Raiden
see-
totally let Kung Lao die when he could have teleported
Yeah,
everybody
ridiculous.
trash.
Well, that's how I feel about Endgame, but that's for another podcast.
God.
Yeah, no, we ain't got time. We see,
Bite us
we
back,
see.
man.
So we have Sub-Zero, we have Scorpion, we have Sonya, Kano, Nintara, Shang Tsung, Kung Lao. We see all their quote unquote special moves. I am so pissed that we did not see the Superman punch, the gotcha grab,
Right?
or the blast from Jax.
So Double
Yeah.
Toasted is
Yeah.
a podcast in which Makad Brooks' brother Billy Brooks is on.
Okay.
He only went back to shoot additional footage in October of 2020. So the Reiko fight, the Sub-Zero fight, that's all new. Jax was barely in the fucking movie
Right.
originally.
And I would have taken. Remember the first Fantastic Four where like you hear the thing say it's clobbering time.
Oh, yeah.
Just out of nowhere. And I don't care if they have to just pencil it in. If Jax can just grab someone and just say gotcha, yeah, dude. So Jax is my guy. That's my character. I love grapple characters. That's my thing. And I was so pissed that we didn't see a Superman punch. We didn't see a gotcha grab. We didn't see wrestling moves.
Let me talk about the Jax thing. First of all, the fact that they used that for him to get his arms made no sense.
Dude, on God.
that made no sense. Like you could have done that. You could have did Sonya finds Jax, takes him back to the fucking shit, left
To
him,
Special
and then
Forces.
and then Jax shows up later. It's like you couldn't have it without me, baby.
Right,
Like,
right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like so, and this is where I got confused with the whole like the quirk enabling, and where I'm just like, so how does that happen? How does the universe just decide like, okay, well, Jax has robot arms
Kano
now,
can
so
shoot
we're gonna
laser.
give him bigger robot arms?
Yeah.
What if he got fucking a jetpack, or
Listen.
what if he got like fire breathing? That's what I'm saying.
I had to let it happen because I was just like, we watch anime, bro.
Yeah.
He had to believe in himself.
Yo, there's better
Yeah.
character
Moment.
development, power development.
Go
anime,
beyond
dude.
plus ultra.
Plus
I'm just
ultra.
saying that like that part annoyed me the most. That they gave him some fucking macaroni noodle arms, and they were just like, "Don't worry, you'll get it." You know what I mean? Like it was just
Yo,
lame.
you're right. And on top of that, the other Jax thing that bothers me, you gave us the stage and he didn't stage fatality.
Dude, the
Could've done it
uppercut.
after
The
honestly.
uppercut. I told
I'm
Allie.
glad that,
Dude,
like, I like the
told
fatality,
Allie.
but don't do it on that stage.
I said, dude, he was fighting that dude.
Rico.
So what is his name?
That's Reiko.
Rico. So he's fighting him. I'm like, dude, let's fuck him up. Give him the uppercut. And I want to see the stage fatality. You were on the stage. You were there. That is one of the most iconic moments, and you didn't even do it.
Fatalities for the film were cut down because otherwise they would have been served with an NC-17.
Oh no!
What?
Yeah.
What you mean that Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
would
but they
have
let
been
Kung Lao saw a chick in half.
Yeah, that was pretty gruesome.
That's it, we didn't see. It's dude. The way ESRB and everyone else does things is fucking weird because there are more brutal fatalities. They just got cut because they couldn't release the film otherwise.
That's wild to me
That's
that
so
you
wild.
say shit like that. Because granted, like we watch horror movies,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I've seen worse gore in horror movies.
There's other cuts. So Dead Meat, fucking love Dead Meat. They do cut comparisons, and there's certain theatrical cuts of horror films that only get released by barely skating the R rating. Like back in like the 1970s, dude, there was a lot of horror films where like deaths were nearly pornographic.
I'll tell you what, like, because like the first thing I think of is
I'm
like,
glad you said that. I want to say something, but go ahead.
like shout out. Okay, so link to this because like we talked about Invincible earlier. But like, did you watch Jason 3?
Yeah.
In 3D.
Not in 3D.
No,
Well,
3D.
it's in 3D, and one of the cutscenes is that he crushes the guy's head, right? And the eyeball pops out and goes toward the camera. And I'm just like, that came out in the 80s.
right.
That is brutal as hell.
That's fucking gnarly.
And Mortal Kombat can't skate away in 2021.
I don't know, but it's funny that you said about like the pornographic thing because I'm a huge I prefer gore to lore when it comes to horror movies. I don't like psychological horrors because to me they are scarier to me.
Dude, that's what we
Well,
love.
so I'm not a big
Wet
horror.
ass P
Okay,
word.
yeah, right. I don't like scary movies because I'm a big old baby. I get scared and I have nightmares. I never grew past the age of 11. But the whole thing, like, okay, so when I was a kid, I have an aunt who's just a huge horror buff, but she loves splatterhouse gore.
like
my-
house style shit.
Well, it's not like, not like fucking like like
She
the what's that one? Oh my god, I was just talking to Allie about it. The one that
Hostel
was
Saw.
no.
Quentin Tarantino.
Something August, something like that. I don't know. It's like one of those like it looks like a snuff film. It's like yeah,
Okay, I think I know.
yeah. Anyways, but my whole thing is like when I was a kid, she would let me borrow movies, and what I would do is I would watch like the directors behind the scenes to see how it was done, so that when I watch it, I feel better.
Yeah.
Right.
So but you mentioned it's like there were some things that were almost pornographic. I'll never forget. So I'm a huge Saw fan, and do you remember Saw 3D?
Yeah.
So there's a scene where Jill, who's the wife of Jigsaw, has a dream where she gets caught by the detective whose name escapes me. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Hoffman, Detective Hoffman, and she's in an unwinnable trap. And he says the line, you know what the worst part about killing you is I can only do it once. And he hits a button, and like this big spear just like comes her way, and in her dream it like rips her in half. But I'll never forget the fact that they added the detail because she was wearing a spaghetti top shirt. Her titty came out, so like her torso is in fourths, but her fucking titties out.
You gotta show a titty.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm just like, what the? So
power
you're
of titties.
So you're like, oh, that's so gross, but I'm sickened but curious. Yeah, like so. Yeah, I mean, I totally get
I feel
it.
that. I didn't know you didn't like horror.
I don't like horror movies.
That's sad.
I didn't.
Because why?
Okay, but hold on. I don't hate them. They're not my first to watch.
Man, but also like when I think of horror too, like again, like I am the person that like I like psychological thrillers.
Yes.
I like shit that can happen in real life because that's real horror to me.
Have you seen the movie Frailty? Starring Matthew McConaughey and oh my god, what's his name? He died.
Heath
In like
Ledger?
no. Hold on, dude.
I think Frailty. I think that Anthony Hopkins.
Hold
No,
on.
that's,
hold on.
the other F movie.
Fracture. I think.
Fracture.
The
That's a
dad.
good fucking movie.
Yeah,
Fracture's
that's a great
fantastic.
movie. The as soon as I get his name, you're gonna know exactly who I'm talking about. But he's in a Bill Paxton.
Oh shit.
So Bill Paxton plays the dad.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
when I say psychological horrors, I might be misconstruing this a little bit. My least favorite horrors are jump scares.
That's fair.
I don't like that. So psychological is not the right word because Frailty is actually one of my favorite movies of all time, and it's a movie based on Bill Paxton is the dad, and he says that he has a vision from God, that God gave him the ability to, if he touches somebody, he can see their true nature. So he can see if they've done anything bad, so like if they're like demons. So Bill Paxton has 2 boys. In the future, is played by
Sounds like Unbreakable.
I just said his name. I just said his fucking name, but I've had a couple beers.
Denzel movie when he's like hunting down demons.
What's his name? All right.
Oh,
Matthew McConaughey. So Matthew McConaughey plays one of the brothers. I don't remember who the other brother is, but anyways, the whole psychological part about it is that like you have one son who believes the dad, and one son who thinks it's total bullshit. So there's scenes where the dad will just bring home some like a lady, and put him in the basement. She's a demon. We have to kill her because God told me to kill her. Right. So it's like. The one son's like, yeah, for sure. And the other son's like, that's total bullshit. Spoiler alert again, comes to find out, it's totally fucking real. And he could touch him and his son get the ability. So like there's a scene at the end where like Matthew McConaughey, because it's one of those ones where it's like it tells from the future and then goes back to the past.
The Quentin.
He like shakes the detective's hands or whatever and he goes, you're a good man, detective. Because he knows, you know what I mean? Because there's another detective who like pretty much let his mom die.
Yeah.
But it's like such a mindfuck. I love that kind of shit. What I don't like is just consistent jump scares. Like The Conjuring.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That's not psychological to me is like, for example, one of my favorite movies is The First Strangers. And the reason why is because of the fact of it's always that line in the movie where it says, why are you doing this to us? And it says, because you were home.
Aaron, I've said this so many times, dude. Like that like I
horrifying.
hate
Physical excitement.
dude. I wish Allie was here right now because I've talked about this so many times that I fucking hate home invasion movies because I hate horror movies where people who did literally nothing wrong are being tormented. So that's why I don't like The Strangers. I don't like The Hills Have Eyes. I don't like Hostel for the most part. Sometimes they're assholes, but that exact part,
yes,
because that sounds so real.
It is real because
happen.
Anybody USA, you fucked around and you found out. Like you didn't even fuck around. Like you were just chilling.
Yeah,
you were chilling. Like that to me is wild.
Like Human Centipede. These girls did nothing wrong, and now they're like a fucking what's that one by Kevin Smith? Walrus. Tusk.
Yeah, dude was just fucking just chilling.
Making a podcast.
Shit, I'll even tell you.
Me.
Bro, don't travel.
Bro, like I'll tell you a more outlandish one, but the horror is still real. Original thriller. Fucking Seven.
Yeah. God, I love it. God damn.
Seven's a big one where it's just like, bro, he was just a regular ass detective doing regular ass detective things, and just the horror of such a thing happening. And yes, it's a little outlandish because it's like the situation, but the horror itself is. I feel like as we get older, horror becomes more scary because we know more about the world.
Yes,
and how you could fuck around and this could be you.
I think it's just as we get older, the veil between what's considered horror and reality starts to waver a bit.
Right.
Well, like I told you about like how much I'm into horror and things that are scary.
Yeah.
And the things that are scary are the little things that I feel like a lot of horror movies don't talk about. Like I've talked with these guys consistently about how creepiness isn't a thing in a lot of horror. So recently we'll talk about this real quick. So one of our mutual friends has the movie Eraserhead. Right,
I love that movie.
Yeah, so he took it over because I was like, I want to watch that. Right, David Lynch bullshit.
Yeah.
We watched that shit. Fucking gave me nightmares.
Yeah,
wild.
As an adult,
grown ass man.
Well, because now
shook.
and so I used to live in Los Angeles, and there was homeless was around all the time. You know what I mean? And there was just randoms. Maybe not homeless, but just like, what do you do? Like where are you going? It's 2 a.m. I just got done doing a comedy crawl.
Cecil Hotel.
Dude, yeah.
Yo, hold on.
Yeah,
so actually, part of that, yes.
Yeah.
So recently, I watched Mulholland Drive, and it's funny because like I've heard of Mulholland Drive. I know about it. I know about the face, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what happened in the first 15 minutes of the movie. Spoiler alert. So I'm in my room with LEDs on, red light. I'm over here vibing, right? And I'm over here just like, if anybody's watching or listening, anybody who's listening, you see Mulholland Drive, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. The scene in the diner when he's talking to what seems to be his therapist about this dream that he had. And basically, the dream was blah 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 blah. You were sitting here in this diner. I want to come to this diner specifically, but it was a terrifying nightmare because there was this guy behind a wall, and there's this face. I never want to see his face.
Right.
It'll show you the fucking face. Like, it is horrifying. Like,
Right,
it's so
right.
dumb. It's so dumb because in your head, you're just like, there's David Lynch. It makes movies that at the end you go, the fuck did I just watch?
That's a great director.
Right.
Yeah,
Fantastic
100%.
director.
And the thing is, like, he doesn't do jump scares very often. That's the wild part. He doesn't do jump scares. That was a jump scare, but technically on the list of jump scares, it wasn't even a jump scare like, like, it didn't scream at you or anything.
Right.
But it was just the way he shoots things. My biggest thing is it's long pans. Long pans are the key to a good
building.
horror
Oh, it's
movie.
tension building. It's kind of like a I think like a natural horror element is like something's coming at you from one angle. It just comes towards you because you know it's coming, or like masterfully, like you look at the first Conjuring movie where they're talking about the demon and it goes back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and then you go to the one guy and it's behind him.
Oh no, that's Insidious.
Yeah, it's Insidious.
Insidious.
Yeah.
Patrick Wilson's in both those.
Yes,
Right,
yes.
right.
So that's one. Another one would be, so you talked about stuff coming at you. The Ryan Reynolds Amityville Horror,
Yes.
where he goes into the barn
That's a great one.
and it flies at you. Horrifying.
Horrifying, dude.
And then another one we talked about earlier with Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween has a big one where the detective walks outside. He walks outside, it's quiet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's just talking outside, and dude is.
and you could feel it.
Yeah, you feel the tension, and it shows up.
Yeah.
Get your ass. But it was nothing.
Right.
It was nothing, right? That is, to me, like, that's the essence of, like, real horror.
Yeah.
Of just the moments of just, like, there's this silence. It is just you. You hear your own footsteps. That is it. And then nothing happens.
Right. It's kind of like reminds me of, like, speaking of Halloween, like the Rob Zombie remake, the first one, where it shows young Michael just walking through the house. It's like, what his malicious intent is. But it's like, when is it going to happen?
Yeah.
When is it going to happen?
So another thing that I've talked about before too, I keep saying I talked about. We haven't talked about it here. Me and band practice, because we talk about horror movies a lot.
Right.
The first Evil Dead. I think that the
Love
best part
it.
of Evil Dead is the camera pan of whatever's coming.
Yeah,
the spirits-
dude.
Dude, the Deadites in the woods are the best part about that.
It's,
Oh my
it's such
God.
a horrifying camera shot.
The ending, just bam, right in front of his face.
It's always you're running from something, but you don't know.
You
what.
don't know. It's fear of
To
the
me-
unknown.
To me, it's the same fear when you were a kid. And you go upstairs,
Yeah.
and you turn off the light,
Yeah.
and you run up the fucking stairs. There's nothing there. You were just down there, but maybe.
Right, maybe.
Shit.
Dude. And I think it's funny that you say that. As an adult, you get more scared because you know what the real world is.
Oh, yeah.
You know that someone can literally knock on your door and be like they said, oh, what is Katie here? Or is someone here? No. Oh, okay. Well, now I know you're home. And now me and my friends are going to literally ruin your life.
Yeah. All right, so hold on. So that's my favorite fear. I say it's my
My favorite thing I'm terrified of.
Listen, 100%. All right, and I know people can relate to this. One of my biggest fears is at night, you open up the window and there's a face there.
Police officer. Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's of a certain melanin content. But
For all my melanin brothers. But no, seriously, that's a fear of mine. Opening up the blinds and someone's just vibing outside
Right.
your window. Like,
Hey.
I want to cry when I think of that type of thing. That is horrifying to me because then, again, it's another thing of just like, I know you're home now.
dude,
Right.
I gotta tell you about the worst dream I've had as of late, and this is back when I was still living with my mom, and it's not even super horror aesthetic, but this is the one dream that shook me most is the idea of someone breaking into my home. I was sleeping in bed, my fiance's next to me, my mom's in her room, the dogs are in her bedroom, and I hear something. And I go out into the main living room, and there's already 3 fucking dudes in there. I'm done. They fucking kill me. And they
Right.
just run through the rest of the house. That has always been my biggest fucking movies like The Strangers. I appreciate the story. I never enjoyed the film personally, but I know for me in real life, that's the worst fucking fear is that I'm gonna be
Right.
unprepared and they're gonna fucking get me. That's the shit.
100%.
Fuck, man. You guys are. Yeah, I'm not gonna go to bed tonight.
Yeah, it's time for spooky moments.
Dude,
so I
for
had a
real.
nightmare.
Do you guys want to talk about something real quick, and then we'll take our last break? I actually want to.
Oh, we got
Shift it
great
to-
ghost stories too.
Yeah. So, you guys are gonna have to come back because
Absolutely,
I mean,
man.
let me just say, you guys have been such amazing guests, and this is very momentous. You're my first 2-person guest, so but check this shit out. So, I have very vivacious dreams. That's something that's something I've gone to therapy for. Because the thing is that I've experienced sleep paralysis. Everyone has, but I don't know about you guys. But I have a recurring dream. It's the same thing, So I have this dream where it is always me and a combination of 3 friends. And I say that, and I mention this one specifically because you've been in it. Aaron has been in it. Where it's in a car. It's nighttime, and we're always driving. It always is downtown Phoenix, the 17 to like Avondale.
Okay.
Back around to the 101, and then within about a 10-mile radius of what my home is at that time, right?
Right.
The whole dream is just we're listening to music, we're having fun, same old shit. We're just talking, we're smoking. Maybe sometimes we're smoking weed. Sometimes we're drinking in the car. I mean, it's kind of like whatever. I've had dreams.
Adolescent bullshit.
Right. I mean, there's legitimately times where like I've had dreams where we're all playing like Smash Bros on the Switch in the car. But at one point, my subconscious decides to say, let's just say DJ's driving. Hey DJ, go ahead and like you just take me here.
Okay.
There was never a conversation that you were taking me anywhere. But I'm like, right here is fine. Kind of like you're my Uber driver. So we all pull over. You all know where I live, but none of you say anything. So I go, yeah, right here's fine. Let's just throw out an example. I used to live on 19th and Northern.
Yeah.
Let's just throw out the McDonald's on like 83rd and Bell, by the mall. Okay. Let's just throw it as an example.
Yeah.
And I say, yeah, right here is fine. And all of you are just like, all right, man, have a good night. See you later. Close the door. You guys drive away. And I just start walking home. And I'm like 10 miles away from my house.
Wild.
And it's like 3 a.m, so there's no traffic. There's no one bugs me. I've never, there's not any other people walking. It's just crickets chirping. Every now and again, you get like the of a car passing by, I just walk. No music. I just walk to my house. And these dreams go on for a long time because I'm legitimately in real time walking to my house. But get this. As soon as I get into my house, jingle the keys, I open the door, I'm awake.
That's some introspective shit,
Right.
I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Right.
now.
And I have
Analysis.
told therapists over the years that I've been having this dream since I was in high school. And I don't know what it means. I don't know to this day. And there's, they always tell me like, oh, like, you're searching for something or, like
You want to find your home.
right. Yeah. But so like I was just kind of curious, what do you think that means? We'll start with Aaron.
I mean, if we're talking about like dreams and their meaning, they're super abstract, and you kind of take whatever from it. But I mean, it kind of is that sense of just like you're searching for a home far away from home. Like it doesn't matter where you are, or where you start, but it's just like whatever it is, you need to go home. But because you keep waking up when you jiggle your keys, you don't know if you're ever actually home.
Right. Okay.
And so I think you're still searching for that mentally.
Like I'm searching for something.
Yeah, and every time you wake up, it's just like you never sure, because the thing is like it never shows you what's actually behind the door, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I literally just opened the door to whatever house I was living in at the time, and I wake up. Like I'm literally opening the door. I'm awake. Awake.
It feels like a journey. I mean, some people could probably say that as like astral projecting in a sense, or like a certain kind of lucid dreaming. And
But Ali said,
because you go home,
right,
you wake up.
Right.
That's the
like
the
my
hub.
subconscious is telling me it's time to wake up.
Exactly. You're home now. It's time to wake up. So some people could view it as that, but like if you want to view it in like a metaphorical sense, I mean that kind of makes sense as far as, you know, you're searching for home exactly, but you don't know what that is per se. You know, wherever you live, that's home.
Right.
But it's like it's still very abstract because like when you get home, are you
Home.
home? Is that what you feel?
Whoa.
Yeah.
What about you? What about you?
So as far as something like that, weirdly enough, I've actually lived that experience, but that was a personal choice. With a dream like that, it does feel like kind of you're searching for something, but I always fall back to this song that like it's definitely on like one of our fucking playlists. My fiance plays it all the time. One of the lyrics is home is wherever I am with you. So I feel like in that sense, like you have an idea of who your friends are and who's important to you, but it's more of a sense of issue of self-discovery because it's just you going on that journey.
Right.
And your friends are willingly okay with the fact that you are going on a 10-mile walk by yourself. They trust you enough to to endure that journey on your own. Because sometimes there's certain lessons in life that as much as you need people around and you want them around and they're going to be around and they love you and they care about you, there are lessons you have to personally experience by yourself. And so it might be an instance of maybe there's other lessons that you have to learn. And sometimes, dude, it could be like really small shit too. Or it's just something to help you kind of like level up in life going forward.
That was nice. I like that. I feel like we're about to make out right now.
I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Like I can agree with that. You're right. Like I left out the friends part. If you want to, you can add age to that.
Oh yeah.
You can add age of moving on from adolescence, hanging out with your friends, smoking weed, drinking, whatever the fuck. But eventually you have to find your own way.
Yeah.
And
I like that.
Real friends, if what you're saying is true, that in your dream is these specific friends, whatever it may be, if they rotate, whatever, they're the friends that you care about. And the reason why they don't say anything is because they understand.
Damn. I like that. I gotta take a piss. Can we take a break?
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
It's time for Ask Jacob.
Listeners of the show know the harp sound. I'm going to kind of move this forward before we close it for the night. This is going to be the random question section. This is where I like to just kind of read a question that someone has given me, which I highly advise anyone else, if you want to reach out via the email or my DMs via Twitter, Instagram. I'll post those at the end of the show, if you ever want to do that. This one comes from Dave. This says, do you ever find yourself eating out of boredom? Why do you think people use food to satisfy boredom? And do you feel less bored after eating? I can answer the last one immediately. No.
100% no. I am back in the void again, and I'm actually more dissatisfied.
Oh, interesting.
I'm trying to.
That blows my mind because you don't shit ever. So
I'm trying not to make this overly complicated in my response here. Definitely don't feel satisfied afterwards, but it's kind of like the same way that like dudes will fap just because they're fucking bored.
Yeah.
And I think it's because we're searching for that minuscule amount of dopamine. Like I love sweets. I'm like, oh, cool, this is good, but like I don't know. I'll do it, but like this isn't helping. Like I've been trying to like do other shit. Like all right, well, I'm gonna just do push-ups or walk my dog or something else.
Lame.
No,
So like not
Boo.
just eating, man.
That's
'cause, like,
lame.
It's empty.
no, like I feel you. Like I kind of feel you, but also like see, like the dopamine you get from eating your meat. At least you get sleep afterwards. Like after I eat, like I have to eat a certain type of meal to get sleep, and that certain meal isn't always
the
available.
itis.
Yeah, barbecue. Like barbecue
Really?
is the thing that can give me that.
Oh, the itis is
Oh, yeah, the
absolutely
itis.
guaranteed with barbecue.
So this kind of brings me to a sub question: is that like, what is your bored meal?
Cereal.
Cereal?
Hell yeah,
I can't have cereal because I'm lactose intolerant. So
I hate to hear it.
I know, me too.
Almond milk.
I don't like it.
Bro, it's good.
Oat
Yeah,
milk.
but I can taste it. I can
Soy.
taste that it's
Oat
not.
milk.
Man, why you out here? Wait, you still drinking from the cow titty?
Yeah. Sometimes I'll really punish myself with some because I like milk in my coffee. I always go like when I go to Starbucks, my order is always Americano, light whole milk. I just want a little bit of a splash in there just for some color.
Just get almond milk, brother.
I feel like I can taste it, and it's like maybe it's like me being a picky eater from my childhood where I'm just like I don't like that.
I'll tell you what, like I can't even drink whole milk anymore. I drink it and I'm just like, I can feel the fat, dude. That shit gross.
Really?
Yeah, that shit gross.
Oat milk for life, y'all.
Yeah.
Gang gang.
Okay.
No, but yeah, like I the reason why I think we eat out of boredom is because tasting shit is fire.
Well, like you said, I mean, it's a dopamine boost where it's
Yeah.
just like, you know what's always amazing? Your favorite food.
shit's busting.
So it's like I don't order Uber Eats unless I'm under the influence, first and foremost.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
and it's nighttime.
That's fair, you know, because I don't feel like driving or I legally cannot drive.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'll tell you what, sometimes like on certain days, I'm just like,
I wouldn't
order.
say that I'm a bored eater. I think I'm an anxious eater.
I can agree to that because I've had days at work to where like honestly, if I get so pissed off, I know for a fact in the back of my head I'm ordering some fucking ice cream.
Right.
Or I'm getting myself
ordering
a veggie burger.
ice cream.
Right.
That's gross.
Bro, oh, them
I'll tell you
Man,
what.
I remember eating ice cream with no ramifications. That
Okay,
must be nice.
They got dairy-free ice cream, man.
No,
It tastes
fuck
like
that.
shit. It tastes like shit.
Gelato.
You're
Fuck
stupid,
no.
DJ.
No.
You're so stupid.
No,
Get the fuck off my show,
no.
dude.
All right,
I
hold on.
refuse. I would
Ice cream
rather.
is gross.
I would rather. Shut up. I would rather eat. I would rather eat no ice cream than dairy-free.
Bro,
fucking
I'm
ice cream.
taking you guys to Nami, and we're gonna have some vegan ice cream. That's how we're gonna handle.
I'm
this
good,
shit.
but let me tell you, there's a thing about ice cream with me. I eat ice cream until I don't like, and so like, let me let me. You don't. That's not what you're thinking. I'm thinking that I will eat like maybe a quarter of ice cream and then immediately hate it and throw it away.
Really?
It is the wildest shit to me. Like it is like I have like this small limit of just like this is the best thing ever, and then it ceases. Like it's just like I
Interesting.
hate this. This is gross. I don't want this anymore. 100%.
I've got the exact opposite. I can order a whole like little thing of Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah.
That's just my snack.
And it's
for
gone.
that
Yeah,
moment.
it's gone.
That's not a couple nights. That's
No, it's
that
gone.
Moment.
And that's the thing, you know. Allie has been so sweet through all of this stuff. My biggest thing with me is it's no secret that I'm a chunky boy, and I definitely got way more chunky after high school.
You thick?
I'm a little thick, but I'm not like morbidly obese.
Bro, the dad bods are rocking.
You're
it,
still
though.
walking.
I'm still walking. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely, but I'm still walking. My thing, but you know what it is? It's my thing is that when I set my mind, this sounds so fat, but like when I set my mind to like a specific food, I don't care if it's gonna give me diarrhea for 4 days. I'm gonna eat it.
That's how like some heavy.
Dude, there are
breathing
just
shit.
times where it's just like I'm just stressed about money.
Yep.
Or like I know that when I get into work, I'm gonna have to, because I'm a supervisor at my job, I'm gonna have to let go of somebody, or I'm not a confrontations person, so it's like I hate that. So it's like my whole thing is like, you know what would make me feel better right now? Some half-baked ice cream. Exactly. So I'll tell Allie, I'll say, hey, I'm gonna go to Quick Trip, I'm gonna get some ice cream. Do you want some? And she's like, and she's so sweet. She's like, do you really want ice cream?
Got your ass.
Yeah. Oh no, dude,
She gotta cook your ass.
she's the best partner I could ever ask for, because she's so fucking sweet. She's like, is that something you really want? And I'm like, yes. Like, so I get there and like I feel like a porn addict. I'm grabbing it. I know what I'm doing.
You're looking for the perfect
I'm
one.
looking. Yeah. And it's like,
Searching for the perfect
dude,
video.
and I get home, and I always tell myself, and it's so sad.
I'm only gonna have a little bit.
Yes, I'm gonna have 5 bites and I'm done. Literally, I feel like I black out. And like I wake back up, I feel like I just turned into a werewolf. And I'm like, what's happening? And I'm like, oh shit, the ice cream's gone. Oh, my stomach. And this poor fucking girl has to lay next to me the whole night. I'm like, oh yeah.
Bro, if you want to get shirts made for your podcast that just say ice cream werewolf, I'm so fucking down.
Dude, oh my god. If someone out there just remembers, if you can get me the hookup for ice cream werewolf, dude, but I totally get it. You know what? Even just junk food werewolf, dude, because there's times where it's just like, dude, I don't get it. I don't know if you guys ever experienced this, whether it be the gym or healthy eating, where it's just like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go get a Baconator. Fuck
Man,
it.
all right. So I don't really have that specifically. There's only one thing in the world that I'm just like, I turn into a werewolf about.
Yeah.
Trefoles Girl Scout cookies. The blue box.
Yeah.
I will eat it all
Really?
in 10 minutes.
That's your favorite?
100, like butter
10
cookies.
minutes all day, baby.
But no, butter cookies in general. Butter and shortbread cookies.
Yeah.
I will
pretty dope.
like the tin can where your mother
dude.
keeps all the
Oh
sewing
my
tools.
god, I'm getting
I
horny
ate
just
all the
thinking about
cookies
it.
in it. Like 100, like I can't describe to you. Like we were like me and my friend were driving, and she was like, "Hey, I got these cookies. You want some?" And I was like, "Cool." She fell asleep in the passenger seat. And over here driving along, she woke up. They were gone. She was sleeping for only 10 minutes. I felt bad because there was crumbs all over me. And she was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I don't know." Like
I feel like my whole thing with that is like I think due to bored eating, I order meals that are definitely 2 servings, and I'll put it away. I will put it away, but 10 minutes later, I smoke a bowl. I'm playing video games. I'm just like, dude, that leftover panda would be amazing. But it's not even considered leftovers. I'm still fucking eating it. You know what I mean? Like,
man, I feel you because like Subway, like I buy a foot.
Oh yeah, the footlong's
6
gone
for now,
dude,
6 for later.
Dude, I live right down the street from a Chiba Hut for the first time in my life.
That's rough.
Oh my God in heaven, dude. They have the best fucking sandwiches I've ever eaten in my life.
Fry sticks be buzzing. Like
I don't know, and I'm not a big like sandwich fan, like Subway and like Blimpie and like stuff like that. But
I haven't had Blimpie in like 7 years.
there's something about
These are still open.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
I'd rather go to Jersey Mike's.
Jersey
I like
Mike's
Jersey
is
Mike's.
where the fuck
You
it's
know which
at.
one I don't like is
Say quiz, though.
Jimmy
We're
John's.
fighting. Oh, okay.
Jimmy John's is trash. He also hunts a
Yeah, he's a piece of
endangered
shit. No,
animals.
he's
That
a
guy's
big piece of
fucking
shit.
awful human being.
One of my employees definitely used to work for him, and I didn't know there was a Jimmy John first and foremost.
A John and Jimmy.
Yeah, a John of Jimmy's.
Yeah.
And he is a piece of garbage. But you know what? I think he's a piece of trash because he does not offer a toasted sub option. We live in the
doesn't do that?
we live in the 21st century, and the fact that I can't toast my sub at my son, I can't toast my sub at Jimmy John's. That is a fucking crime, dude.
Yo, listen, every time I go to Subway, I roll up and they're like, "Do you want to toast it?" I'm like, "Don't fucking ask me."
Come on. Are you serious? Is this amateur
dead
hour?
ass right now?
I
Like-
want to meet the guy who gets the fucking like cold.
I would like a
fucking
cold cut Italian. Shut the fuck up.
dude.
That's the same guy with
dude.
8 bodies in the freezer. Dude.
Yeah, dude. On God,
Fucking
I used to
psychopath.
live right by a Subway, and that's what I would get for lunch all the time, dude. I remember I was waiting in line, and I swear to God, I feel like Subway is the best way to people watch because I feel like you can tell what kind of person someone is by their sandwich order.
Imagine not buying the fucking Italian urban cheese.
Oh,
Like, what the
God.
fuck?
No, dude.
Like,
So,
I would
so,
like
so,
white bread.
so he got Italian urban cheese, which is fine, but he got, I swear to God, bologna.
Stop.
Bologna.
They have bologna.
They have bologna. So he got
In the
bologna.
bag.
I swear to God, this is a real order. Bologna, light ham, and American cheese. American
Wait,
cheese.
I have a question.
What's up?
Is it light ham like a type of ham or just like
No,
only a
like
little bit of ham?
literally instead of putting like the normal amount, it's like cut it in half.
Okay, 'cause
Okay.
I was like, they serve
So, but
light ham and
just
heavy ham?
just bologna. Come into Subway and try our extra ham. No, but okay. So those are his 2 meats, and he gets American cheese. Also, fuck you if you get American cheese. That is the most processed shit of all time.
Basic bitch.
But no,
shit.
so the lady goes, "Oh, do you want that toasted?" He goes, "No, I'm okay." Right there. I'm like,
Throw the
"I'm
sandwich
sorry."
away.
So she moves it along. He goes, "I just want extra lettuce, vinegar and oil, and extra mayonnaise."
Call the
man
cops.
kills people.
Call
And
the
I was
cops.
like, "What the fuck is
Call-
that?
you should
Are
call
you
the cops
the Unabomber?"
Like-
Like, dude, that is disgusting.
that man, he's terrible. He's a 9 on 4chan. Like he's
Right,
fucking horrifying.
right, dude, disgusting. That dude has a lampshade made of human skin.
Exactly.
100%.
What a fucking weirdo.
He calls people and breathes heavy and hangs up. Like,
Oh my God in heaven, dude.
oh my
That
goodness.
shit's fucking disgusting. I don't know. I think to sum up the question, I don't even remember the question. I gotta
When
you
he's eating
eat.
out of
Okay,
boredom.
so yes, I find myself eating out of boredom all the fucking time.
Same.
It's made me super fucking fat.
Hasn't.
Do you find why do you think people eat to satisfy boredom? Because there's nothing else to do. I've already jerked off for the day. If I keep doing it, it's like beating up a Nerf bullet. You know what I mean? Like it hurts to come
That shit
after
hurt.
a while, and you know what sounds good is a fucking Big Mac. So. And then do you feel less bored after eating? Fuck no. I literally eat just like I jerk off, where I'm just like, what have I just done?
Well, like, it's the worst thing ever too, because like you have to get a big portion so that feeling doesn't come. So like, for example, like when I go to go eat, like out of boredom, I make sure to eat. So like when I go and like I'm going to the kitchen, you gotta do the fridge walk like 3 times. Like you walk into that bitch, you open it, you look at it. Nah, I ain't really that hungry. Come back.
Yeah, come back and open it again.
Nah, I ain't gonna. Come back 3rd time, you're just like bologna and egg sandwich or some bullshit like that. And so like you make the shit, and then on top of that, you can't just make that. You gotta get the ramen noodles.
That's what I was gonna ask. What's your? All right, I'll start with DJ. What is your like poverty grind?
Oh, bro, I got this.
Wait, hold on.
I'm
Like
right
what?
up.
Like what's your
Is it because
grind?
we're the B word?
No, like he means like
Me too, bitch. What the fuck?
So like I think he means like your struggle meal.
Yeah,
like,
your
when
struggle
you're broke
meal.
as fuck, but you can afford this and you'll be fine to eat this for weeks.
Yeah.
Straight up fucking peanut butter and crackers. That is my shit for life.
Yes, dude.
Fuck out of
You
my
know what
face,
it was?
bro.
You know what it is too with a fucking Arizona Arnold Palmer, dude. I totally understand. PB&J or just peanut butter with an Arnold Palmer stoner meal for life. That's a good one. What about you?
Shit, I already said it, baby. Bologna and egg.
Do you fry it?
Fuck, you can duh. Like, the fuck you mean, bro?
He's
Like,
a civilized man.
I-
What do you think?
You do a slice down the middle because the bitch be bubbling,
Dude, you know what?
and you put it in the skillet.
You know what the whitest answer is? Just guess. What do you think mine is?
It's just straight mayo.
Just mayo sandwich. I've struggled before. I've had that. It's not delicious.
No, dude.
Spam.
No.
Vienna sausages.
I like Spam. No, mine is just mac and cheese.
Oh, white people love
mac and cheese with
40
the tuna in it?
like no, I don't like tuna. Like, I'm talking like that 60-cent great value mac and cheese. I can eat that every day of my life. You know that scene? I know for a fact you both have seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, you know that scene where he's just making the mac and cheese in his trailer? That's that's just like I can do that every day.
Eat mac and cheese. I eat shells and cheese.
Shells and cheese.
Okay, well I'm sorry I'm not on the fucking famous band.
It's an extra 40 cents. Like,
I guess I don't like Velveeta.
You don't like Velveeta?
No,
stop the cap.
that's not liquid gold to me, buddy.
Stop the cap. Listen.
Whatever. I need to get you guys off my fucking podcast. Hold on. All right, we're going to have to wrap up here. We're almost at 2 hours. Holy fuck. I want to thank Aaron and DJ for coming on one more time. It has been amazing. I hope you guys took as much out of this as I did. Hey, where can we find you guys?
You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Google, Amazon Music, anywhere you can search the Exiled Martyr. We're the first page of Google.
Google us.
Google it. Really? I mean, it's that easy, huh?
It's that easy. We're the first thing that pops up. We
Hey, man, do you hate your parents? Do you love metal? Come on, dog.
Talk to us.
Give them a...
Are you a fan of The Thing and Dead Space? Check out our new EP. It's a concept EP called Novum Phenum.
Oh, that sounds
Yes,
fucking
sir. You
sweet.
like the Black Dahlia Murder and as Blood Runs Black? Check us out.
Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Go ahead and give it a check out. It's pretty lit. It's bussin', as the kids like to say. Make sure to follow me on basement_dwelling_Jacob on Instagram. Make sure to follow me on TBD_Jacob on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube at The Basement Dweller. Everybody have a super good night. Aaron, DJ, thanks for coming on, guys.
Thanks for having us, dude.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for coming down to the basement. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single episode. While you're at it, leave a rating and review to help other people find out about the show. Got a question? Email Jacob at tbdmanchild@gmail.com or find him on Instagram at basement_dwelling_Jacob, Twitter at tbd_Jacob, and YouTube, The Basement Dweller. We will see you real soon.